You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium. The Reading Fightin' Phils, the Somerset Patriots, about to begin Game 5 of this 6-game series. The Patriots have won 3 of the first 4. Still an opportunity for the Fightins to at least get a split on their home turf with a win tonight and to finish off the series tomorrow. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Welcome to our pregame show. Patriots at 24-19, the Phils at 20-23. And Jake, there's an old adage in this game of baseball that says, well, you're only as good as the game you're about to play, and you always kind of turn the page and look for another day. And nothing would be better than that for the Fightin' Phils after what was not the most impressive performance last night and what turned into a 22-3 win for the Patriots.
Yeah, and look, the old saying in baseball is yesterday's home runs don't win today's game. Well, you kind of can flip that and go on the opposite side of things. And yesterday's, a bad loss the day before doesn't matter for today's game. That's the beauty of baseball, is that you get to flip the page pretty much every day. You don't have to let it fester for, a week like in football or 2 or 3 nights like in hockey or basketball. You have a chance to get back out there the next day and kind of have a chance to flip the script. And that's what Reading can do tonight. They have a chance to flip that, theoretical script in this case. And tonight they can do just that. And
talking with Al Padrique, who did not see the end of last night's game. He got ejected in the 4th inning. But it was simply his thought process was, first and foremost, a little bit upset because he thought that the umpiring had kind of squeezed his pitchers a little bit, which ultimately made the strike zone a little bit smaller, and it allowed some very good Somerset hitters to tee off on his pitcher. So that was his source of frustration, but that's the first thing he said after it was all said and over with. But today's another day, and we got to go get him today. And again, this is a team in the Fightin' Phils who, on paper, can hit with anybody. And so it'll really be a matter of now their hitters to make some adjustments, because last night they were dazzled by a guy making just his 2nd start in Double-A in Drew Thorpe.
Yeah, Drew Thorpe was excellent last night, and it continued a string of just really good Somerset pitching all week long. And Thorpe, Chase Hampton earlier in the week as well. It's been we've seen why the Yankees have so many arms they're high on, and it's kind of just been the theme all week. So for Reading tonight, got to try and be aggressive and try and attack early. And if you can get some runs on the board early, I think that can really go a long way.
And the irony of that is that the Fightin' Phils pitcher tonight will be making his 2nd Double-A start, Matt Osterberg, who was called up from Jersey Shore, and tonight will be his 2nd start in a Reading uniform and his 1st start here in Baseball Town.
Yeah, and Osterberg was solid last week at New Hampshire. He pitched on Sunday, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, gave up 3 walks and 6 strikeouts overall. So got his first win and his first Double-A start. So the chance here tonight against, a really, really good Somerset lineup. I think if you're Osterberg, you just got to pitch within yourself, pitch like you did on Sunday. Let the guys behind you go to work, and trust your bats to get you some run support. You'll be good.
It's a very special night here in Baseball Town. You can probably hear some of the stuff going on in the background. Tonight is the 25th annual Classic Harley-Davidson motorcycle cycle ride here at Baseball Town. And as General Manager Scott Hunsinger announced to the crowd, when they had their first 25 years ago, they had 12 bikes. Today they had well over 250 bikes, and today becomes a little bit more special, if you will, more ceremonial, if you will, because of the founder of Classic Harley-Davidson, Tony Cods, who was a huge Fightin' Phils fan and was here on a regular basis, passed away a few weeks ago. So part of all of this was not just a celebration of the ride, as they do each and every year, but also in a tribute to Tony Cods. And it started at Classic Harley-Davidson and made its way down 183 and then 61 here to the ballpark. And just sitting here from the vantage point that we have looking out over the Redner's Event Center, and you can see the traffic on 61. I could just start to see the motorcycles coming down and coming down and coming down and coming down. And that line went on for a very, very long time. And when I asked how many bikes were in the ride, they felt as if there were well over 250. They made their way onto the field and then rode around the warning track here on the stadium. It was a very impressive and at the same time very touching ceremony. And again, sometimes you kind of forget about all of the things that go into being a part of Baseball Town, but there's a guy who was not just a member of the community, but also loved coming here to Baseball Town and was a big fan of the things that happen in Baseball Town. And here's an opportunity for Baseball Town to kind of pay their tribute back to him.
Super special ceremony down on the field. It's really well put together by the whole organization. I know Tony was a very special member of Baseball Town, someone who we miss deeply, and it's a beautiful ceremony down on the field as well, remembering Tony, and just an all-around great night, especially with the Harley Parade. I think it was 274, if I'm not mistaken, was the number of Harley Davidson motorcycles that made the ride around the warning track tonight. And it's a special night here in Baseball Town, and beautiful night too for baseball.
And with that, the Phils will be wearing special uniforms in commemoration of the Harley night, and those uniforms will be auctioned off when it's all said and done, and those will go to Baseball Town charity. So you go on the website and you can bid on those uniforms that will be worn by the Fightin' Phils players tonight. They are black with a white and black sleeve trim. And some of those jerseys, of course, will be auctioned off and autographed as well. So you can go online and bid and make your bid to that auction. So it's all part of what makes Baseball Town special. It's not just the bats and the balls and the gloves on the field, but the things that go on in the stands and with the community as well. And so the Fightin' Phils and the Somerset Patriots, AA affiliate of the New York Yankees, will get things rolling here. We'll do the same here on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Starting lineups and first pitch of tonight's game when we come back on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks,
the Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feasers Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feasers supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor.
The Penn State
Feasers,
Health
your partner
St.
for
Joseph's
success in the
67
kitchen.
Club is the
Looking for a
original
fast and
hospitality
hassle-free
area
way to
at
get your
First
snacks and
Energy.
non-perishable groceries? Look no
Conveniently
further than
located along the
FeasersDirect.com.
The
Just
67
a
Club gives
few
you a
clicks,
front row
discover
seat
the
to all the
convenience of
action
having
at
your
one
culinary
point.
essentials ready for a
The
pickup
area is
at our
safely protected
headquarters
from the
in
line drives
Harrisburg.
with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Phils fans, see an Phils road game, meet with an Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Art-Phil's road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Art-Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Art-Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Art-Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to America's Classic Ballpark. The Reading Fightin Phillies, the Somerset Patriots, moments away from first pitch. Somerset at 24-19 after their one-sided victory last night over the Fightin Phillies. The Phillies now at 20-23, 4 games behind the first-place Somerset Patriots, coming in to action tonight, and in the Northeast Division of the Eastern League. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCoy. You might hear some noise and rumbling if you missed our pregame show. Again, tonight is the 25th annual Classic Harley-Davidson cycle ride around the stadium, and it was spectacular, especially if you are a Harley-Davidson fan. If you like some noise, well, maybe not so much for you, because it was loud here for a while. And the remnants of that cycle ride are now departing the stadium, and we are moments away from first pitch, which will take us to our Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Somerset Patriots. Jason Dominguez having a brilliant series so far. Will be back in the leadoff spot tonight for Somerset. He'll be followed by Ben Rice. Augustine Ramirez will bat third. Elijah Dunham will bat cleanup. That's predominantly the way the Patriots have gone 1 through 4 through most of this series. Josh Bro back in the lineup tonight as a designated hitter for the Patriots. Jesus Bastidas will bat 6th. Batting in the 7th spot is Aaron Polensky. Max Burt bats 8th, and Eduardo Torrealba, who had a career night last night for the Patriots, will bat in the 9th spot. And that lineup will be facing left-handed pitcher for the Fightin Phillies, Matt Osterberg.
Matt Osterberg making his second start with Reading, 20th start overall. We talked about in the pregame show, got a win over 5 2/3 on Sunday, New Hampshire. Gave up 3 runs, 6 hits, struck out 6, and walked 3 through 89 pitches, 52 for strikes.
Our game time weather forecast presented to you by EPAW. It's 78 degrees and absolutely another beautiful night for baseball here in Baseball Town. EPAW Weather Consulting, a source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Northern and Eastern Maryland. Jason Dominguez swinging at the first pitch, rolls it towards first baseman Jalen Ortiz, who needs some help from Osterberg covering, who was late but just in time to beat Jason Dominguez to the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the first. The proverbial better late than never. Osterberg just got there ahead of Dominguez. For out number 1, that'll bring up Ben Rice, left-hander facing left-handed pitcher in Osterberg. It takes one outside for a ball. Dominguez a switch hitter, and 2 left-handed hitters in the lineup tonight facing the left-hander in Osterberg. 1-0 pitch to Rice, lifts this one into left field. Back goes Barron Radcliffe to the warning track, and he'll have room just in front of the track for out number 2. Rest of the defense behind Matt Osterberg, in addition to Radcliffe in left. Marcus Lee Sang is in center field. Carlos De La Cruz is in right. Jalen Ortiz, who fielded the first ground ball, is at first base. Second base is occupied by Oliver Dunn. Madison Stokes gets the start at shortstop tonight. Nick Ward at third, and Cody Roberts behind the plate as Augustine Ramirez steps into the plate, and he takes the first pitch from Osterberg as a strike, and the second one from the lefty is low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Matt Osterberg. 24-year-old lefty, Minnesota native, and a big swing and a foul straight back from Ramirez. Ramirez 6 hits in this series, 6 for 19. Of course, everybody was in on the parade but 1 last night for Somerset. They dropped 23 hits on the Fightins last night, as Ramirez, another healthy cut, will foul this one out of play. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Augustine Ramirez. Osterberg called up from Jersey Shore on August the 5th, as Jake said, making his second Fightin' Phil start, and ends it in the first inning with a called strike 3, locking up Ramirez. And the Patriots go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. The Fightins will bat for the first time when we come back to America's Classic Ballpark.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for
the
your
Louisiana
Swamplands.
Stop by out here you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Fans, nothing beats a great day.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feasers Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feasers supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feasers, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. Just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters.
Our Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the home team, the Fightin' Phils. Tonight, Nick Ward is in the leadoff spot. Carlos De La Cruz in his customary 2 spot. Oliver Dunn bats third. Jalen Ortiz in the cleanup spot tonight. Ethan Wilson will be the designated hitter tonight for the Phils. He's batting 5th. Marcus Lee Sang bats 6th. Madison Stokes 7th. Baron Radcliffe is batting 8th, and Cody Roberts bats 9th. As Nick Ward settles in, and the first pitch to the left-handed hitting Ward is up high for a ball. That pitch delivered from right-handed pitcher Matt Sauer for the Patriots.
Matt Sauer actually started against Reading on July 5th. Earned the win, went 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts that night. 2-3, a 3.53 ERA over 8 games and 7 starts with Somerset so far this year.
Second pitch to Nick Ward is over for a called strike. Ward playing in his 7th game since getting the call up from Jersey Shore. He's 7 for 21 in a Fightin's uniform. 1-1 pitch to him. Is hit on a hop down towards the first base side. Ramirez bobbled it and ultimately has enough time to pick it up and make the play himself at first base for out number 1.
Yeah, Ramirez does a nice job knocking that one down. Because look, he kept his body in front of it. That's what they always teach, is keep your body in front of it in case it takes an awkward hop on you and you're able to still knock it down and make the play.
And we've talked about this in this series, that the Patriots are carrying 5 catchers on the roster, and Ramirez is one of them. In fact, he was the catcher last night. So a work in progress, if you will, at first base as Carlos De La Cruz bats. And off-speed pitch from De La Cruz, he's way out in front of it. And it's no balls and a strike. Fastball, slider, curve, and changeup for Matt Sauer. The 0-1 pitch to De La Cruz is outside for a ball. Matt Sauer is really kind of a recreation project right now. It elbow reconstruction in 2019. 1-1 pitch coming from De La Cruz is on the inside corner for a called strike. Sauer was drafted by the Yankees in the 2nd round back in 2017 from Rigetti High School in California. He was a flamethrower. He threw 97 miles an hour clocked in high school. But after that elbow reconstruction, a different kind of pitcher. That one's way up and in on De La Cruz. Now that fastball is consistently in the 91 to 93 range, but it's his off-speed pitches, especially the slider, that scouts really like about the 24-year-old right-hander. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to De La Cruz. And that one hit him. He went up and in on the previous pitch, and even more up and even more in on the next one. Carlos not very happy as he's plunked on what looked like either the shoulder or the tricep, but he's on board with 1 out here in the first.
Yeah, looks like he'll be okay, but still going to sting a little bit when you take one right in on that, whether it's the elbow or that tricep area.
Paul Romer is our home plate umpire. Pete Talkington is at first base tonight. Kevin Manzak is at third base. And I'm trying to figure out, Paul Romer was signaling something into the Phil's dugout. I don't know if there was some thought process that there was a meaning behind that plunk of Carlos De La Cruz, or at least the Phils thought so, or not. Oliver Dunn now will bat for the Fightins. And he'll take the first pitch outside for a ball. Sun-splashed sky shining over the third base dugout and out into right field here in Baseball Town. Breeze blowing out to right field at about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Here's the pickoff attempt. De La Cruz just kind of dives back in. Not really much of a lead for Carlos at first base. One out here in the bottom of the first. Oliver Dunn at 284 on the season, 20 home runs, team high of 73 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. De La Cruz bluffs as if he's going, and Dunn takes it on the inside corner for a called strike one. Oliver brings us to our Phil's team leader, brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias. He leads the team in a number of categories. Doubles also one of those categories with a team high of 23. 1 ball and 1 strike to Oliver Dunn. That one's up high. That is today's Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias, Phil's team leader. Contact Johanna today at 484-554-9969 or email her at johanna.arias@myccmortgage.com. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base. Oliver Dunn is the hitter for the Fightins. And another one up high. It's 3-1.
Oliver Dunn working a good count here. Had a good series against Somerset so far. 5 for 15, which includes 3 home runs and 6 RBI.
Jake mentioned this is just the 8th start for Sauer. He was on the disabled list up until June the 23rd. This is a big swing, done with a healthy hack, but comes up empty on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Phil's wearing their special Harley-Davidson jersey night. 25th anniversary of the first Harley-Davidson, classic Harley-Davidson bike ride here at the ballpark. Pickoff attempt. This time De La Cruz had a much bigger lead and had to scramble a little bit more to get back in. Back safely. Aaron Polensky's in left field tonight for the Patriots. Jason Dominguez is in center. Elijah Dunham is in right. Augustine Ramirez, as we mentioned, is at first base. Max Burt at second. Jesus Bastidas is at short. Eduardo Torrealba at third, and Ben Rice back behind the plate. Pitch to Dunn is low, ball 4. So the Phils now with back-to-back base runners. De La Cruz will move up to second. Oliver Dunn on the walk will go to first. With 1 out, that'll bring up Jalen Ortiz.
I mean, the big thing tonight, especially after the way last night went, is you want to, have a fast start, get some momentum early on in this game. So you got 2 on, less than 2 outs. Love to get a good at-bat here and knock home a run.
Ortiz had a struggling series until he finally cracked the shell last night for the fight. He's got their first run home. First of 3 solo home runs the Phils hit late in the game. First pitch to him. Over for a called strike 1. That was the 7th home run of the year for Ortiz, hitting at just 199 since being sent down from Lehigh Valley. 7 home runs and 24 RBIs. So with that home run last night, 1 for 12 in the series. And behind the count right now, no balls and a strike. Big swing there. And comes up empty. And Jalen will step out of the batter's box, make sure his back is okay. I mean, he went for it all on that swing. Now we'll see if he adjusts in an 0-2 spot. Sauer takes a look back at second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Ortiz again fans at the plate. It's 2 down here in the second.
I got a guy in Ethan Wilson at the plate who's been swinging a really, really good bat this week. You just feel like he's working good counts, and he's been making hard contact. Wilson, 4 for 13 overall in this series. He's also walked 3 times.
At one point had a string of 5 straight at-bats in which he reached base, come to an end in last night's game. This one driven into right field. down the line, but hooking, foul. Up and on the roof on the Reading Hospital Tower Health pool deck, but foul, and everybody will come back to their base. De La Cruz to second and Dunn to first, and Ethan Wilson back to the plate.
Yeah, got a hold of it, but just pulled it a little bit down the right field line out of play.
Wilson with 15 home runs on the season, 51 RBIs as he stands in, with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the first. Takes that one for a called strike at the letters, and now Wilson's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Infield plays him to pull. Outfield pretty much straight away for the left-hand hitting Ethan Wilson. Sauer look back to second and a second look back. Now comes with his 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line and again hooked foul. And off the facing of the Savage Auto Group dugout suite. So Wilson's hit it hard twice, but well foul. And it remains in a no ball and 2 strike count. Up high, and he started and stopped, lays off of it. It's 1-2 now to Ethan Wilson. 20 doubles on the season and 3 triples to go along with his 15 home runs. Hit hard in the right side and off the glove of the second baseman, Burt. Into right field, that will allow De La Cruz to come home and everybody else to move up 2 bags. Oliver Dunn to third, Ethan Wilson with a head first slide into second. The Phils are on top 1-0.
Yeah, great job first of all by Ethan Wilson to hit one hard enough that it was a tough play for the second baseman Burt regardless, and great base running all around. De La Cruz was green light all the way, and Wilson hustled to second, and Dunn able to get first to third on the play, and Reading strikes first.
So it'll have to go down as a double for Ethan Wilson because the ball knocked into right field off the dive of Burt. And so runners at second and third now and 2 outs. A run in, and Marcus Lee Sang now will bat for the Fightins. Sang swings at the first pitch, pops it straight up in the infield. Third baseman Torrealba calls for it, and he'll make the catch, and that will do it for the Phils in the first. But they strike first tonight. On a run on 1 hit. They leave 2 after 1 complete in Baseball Town. Fightins 1, Patriots nothing.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring. The Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. 1-0 Phils as Somerset comes to plate in the second. Left-handed hitting Elijah Dunham leading off against the left-handed pitching of Matt Osterberg, who starts him with a curveball that Dunham swings through. Right back with the 0-1 pitch. Another curveball, and this time Dunham lines it up and drives this one, and we are tied. Back to the well with a second straight curveball, and Dunham made him pay for it. Drives it onto the pool deck. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, showed him the curveball once. He saw it, showed him again, and left it up too much. And Dunham took that one and rocketed it in the right field, and that quickly answers right back to what Reading did in the bottom of the first.
8th home run of the season for Dunham, who began this season with AAA Scranton, was demoted, dropped back down to Somerset in July. And now with a fresh start at 1-1, it'll be Josh Breaux who will bat. Breaux also spent some time with Scranton, but he's on the disabled list for a good portion of that. Transferred to Somerset on July the 2nd. Hitting at .268 in his time with the Patriots. Did not play in yesterday's game. Went 1 for 4 in Wednesday's game 2. This one fouled out of play, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike to Josh Breaux. This one drilled into left center field. Marcus Lee Sang will give it a run, but he will run out of room as back-to-back home runs. Flips it right back to Somerset's favor, 2-1 Patriots.
Yeah, Josh Breaux gave that one a ride out to left center, and Lee Sang unable to get to it as it's over the wall, and back-to-back home runs from the Patriots. And Reading punch, Somerset counter punches in a big way.
That has been a story in this series. The Patriots have not been cheated. They have hit hard, and they have hit long as well. As now Jesus Bastidas will step in. And first pitch to him is over for a called strike. Bastidas was the lone Patriot in last night's starting lineup who did not get a hit. Somehow in a 23-hit onslaught, he went 0 for 5. Osterberg misses with the first and catches the inside corner with the second. It's 1-1 to Bastidas. And the second one is outside as well. It's now 2-1. Osterberg gave up 10 home runs in his 18 starts in Jersey Shore. And his first 2 home runs in Double-A come in back-to-back at-bats here in the second. Now a swing and a miss by Bastidas. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the batter will call time. Still nobody out here in the second. Phil's had the lead for a brief moment, right back into Somerset's favor. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Bastidas will go down. Second strikeout for Osterberg.
Yeah, Osterberg just got to shake those back-to-back home runs. I mean, on Sunday, it took him a couple of innings to really kind of settle in and hit his groove. So, kind of hope those home runs, okay, they happen, they're done with, put them in the rearview mirror, and now try and settle in and hit the groove.
Aaron Polensky now will bat for the Patriots. First pitch of him is way outside. Osterberg selected by the Phils in the 2021 draft in the 15th round out of St. Cloud State in Minnesota. He's a Wisconsin native. 24-year-old left-hander, 6'2", 200 pounds, misses outside again. It's 2-0 now to Polensky. Polensky began the year at Hudson Valley. In 32 games at High A, hit .352 with 12 home runs. Up high at the letters, however, it's called strike. So far in Somerset at Double-A, only hitting at 200, but he does have 7 more home runs here at Somerset. That one's inside for a ball. This one fouled out of play. Count is now full to Aaron Polensky. So if you combine his numbers at Hudson Valley and here in Double-A, Polensky with 19 home runs on the year and 56 RBIs. Three-two pitch from Osterberg. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down here in the second.
Really nice job by Osterberg, kind of going up, down, mixing eye levels, and getting that strikeout.
So that'll bring up Max Burt, who had a big night last night. Batting average at 254 as he stands in. 11 home runs, 35 RBIs, 5 for 16 in this series. Had 3 hits in last night's game. And takes the first pitch over for a called strike. That one's way inside off the mitt of Cody Roberts. Actually rolled all the way into the Somerset dugout. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Max Burt with 2 outs here in inning number 2. And on his fist, and he fouls it straight back. Count ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good location there on the pitch from Osterberg. Get in on the fists of the right-handed hitting Max Burt. This one right back on a one-hopper to the pitcher. Osterberg will field it, toss it, and the inning comes to an end. But Somerset with damage on the back-to-back home runs. 2 runs in the inning on the 2 hits. The 2 long balls. Head to the bottom of the second when we get back to Baseball Town. It's now Somerset 2, Reading 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community.
Crazy hot dog vendor with the arm and shoulder well lubricated before tonight's game with a splashdown, number 6 on the season as he reaches it to us here in the radio booth. Snagged in the net by my broadcast partner Jake Starr, and the Phils back to work at the plate here in the bottom of the second. Presented to you by the good folks at Cornwall Manor, an active senior living, not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. Madison Stokes leading off for the Phils, now down 2-1 as they bat here in the second. 1-0 pitch to Madison Stokes is outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Madison looking for his first hit in this series, 0 for 11 as he stands in. Batting average at 229 on the season, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. Among the team leaders at doubles with 19. 2-0 pitch coming. Swings at this one and fouls it down the first base line. Elijah Dunham will give it a chase, but he'll run out of room as it reaches the first base grandstands. Fightin Phil's bullpen was not going to let him get anywhere near that. Wasn't going to tell him to stop running either. Let him tire himself out a little bit. Now it's 2 balls and a strike to Stokes, to be followed by Baron Radcliffe and Cody Roberts here in the second for the Phils. That one's outside. It's 3-1. Al Padrique, the manager for the Fightins, in the third base coaching box. Ray Ricker in the first base coaching box. Skipper only saw a portion of last night's game. He was ejected in the 4th inning. Fightin Phil's starting catcher Max McDowell also got tossed in last night's game. He lasted 1 more inning before his ejection. 3-1 pitch to Stokes, driven straight up in the air into shallow center field. Dominguez will drift under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1 here in the second. That'll bring up Baron Radcliffe. Radcliffe 1 for 7 in this series, batting average at 217 on the year, 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. And I know batting practice doesn't have a whole lot to say in what happens in the game, but Barron had himself a pretty good batting practice. He popped a couple up on the top of that Redner's Event Center. See if he can turn one into the game action here. Phil's down 2-1 here in the second. First pitch, driven into right field for a base hit.
Hey, can't argue with that. Squares one up. It's a perfect line drive. It swings like that when you know the swing is on. And it swings like that when you keep having them, and then the home runs will come from there.
Speaking of home runs, Cody Roberts, who hit one out last night after Max McDowell got ejected. Cody Roberts giving the catch. He hit a solo home run for the Phils in last night's game. It was his 5th home run of the season, his 13th RBI. He's 2 for 9 in this series as a result. The 9-hole hitter in tonight's lineup takes the first pitch, there for a called strike 1. Radcliffe with a lead off of first. Sauer comes with his pitch. That one also at the letters. Cody Roberts doesn't think so, but it's now no balls and 2 strikes to the Phil's catcher. Top of the order, Nick Ward in the on-deck circle. Runner at first, 1 out. And that one Roberts lays off. Good take by Cody Roberts with 2 strikes. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Sauer tried to get him to chase on that outside slider. Again, that is become his best pitch. That is right there for a called strike 3, and Roberts knew it. Fastball right down the middle. Roberts thinking he was going to get an off-speed pitch and got the gas and couldn't turn over on it.
That's 2 outs now. Flips it back to the top of the lineup. That was able to produce a run in the first inning. So see if a man on first, 2 outs, they can manufacture something here.
Nick Ward grounded out to first base his first time up. And takes the first pitch from Sauer over for a called strike. I give a guy like Sauer a lot of credit. The fastball disappeared after that elbow reconstruction surgery in 2019. Found there's another way to get hitters out. Can't just overpower them anymore. Try to dazzle them with some other stuff. Drew Thorpe was an embodiment of that last night for the Patriots. This one up high and Ward lays off. And Drew Thorpe consistently fastball 92, 93, and that's pretty much the same for Sauer. He kept batters off stride with sliders and changeups. Ended up with 12 strikeouts in last night's game. Sauer's got 2 so far with 2 outs here in the inning. And now another one over to Nick Ward, and the count is 1-2. Now Ward's going to call timeout. Phils have not been happy with the strike zone through most of this series. And tonight would fall right in line with that. Ward 7 for 22 now in a Reading uniform. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left-hand hitter. That one bounces up there, gets away, and Radcliffe will move up. Ben Rice couldn't find it at first, and Radcliffe will move up easily. And now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Ward.
Yeah, brief hesitation on Radcliffe's part. Wasn't sure where it went, but it got far enough away from Ben Rice and Radcliffe able to get the second. And look, that's could be big right there, because a single now could score Radcliffe where before it wouldn't have. So that very well could change the approach here to Ward and just the whole dynamic of the rest of this inning.
Right fielder Elijah Dunham playing very deep in right field. So if Ward, the left-hand hitter, can just drop a single in right field, Radcliffe should be able to walk home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ward. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Phils as they are retired on a couple of strikeouts and a fly ball in the inning. There was one hit. There was one man left to complete. It remains Somerset 2, Reading 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Welcome back to Baseball Town. Top half of the third inning. The Somerset Patriots 2, the Reading Fightin Phils 1. And I'm joined on the Reading Fightin Phils radio network by Mike Myers from American Crane and Equipment Corporation. They are one of the sponsors for tonight's game. A phenomenal crowd on hand tonight, and it will all culminate in a night of fireworks. And American Crane and Equipment Corporation is a sponsor of those fireworks the second year. Mike, what brings American Crane and Equipment Corporation in as a sponsor with the Reading Fightin Phils?
Well, we're a manufacturer out of Douglasville, Pennsylvania, original equipment manufacturer of cranes and hoists, and we have a lot of customers in this local area and a lot of employees that wanted to come out and enjoy the game.
How many employees do you have here tonight?
We have about 180 total employees in the company. I'm not exactly sure how many are here tonight, but hopefully a good contingent.
Matt Osterberg pitching for the Fightin Phils, and he's facing Eduardo Torrealba, who had a career night last night in the one-sided Patriots victory. He went 3 for 6 with 7 RBIs. That gives him 16 RBIs on the year, and he's quickly behind Osterberg. No balls and 2 strikes. Osterberg working quickly, comes back with his 0-2 pitch, and Torrealba, the 9-hole hitter, stays alive by fouling it off. Well, seems to be in a perfect place for a company that supplies cranes and equipment based on what's going on out in right center field here at the ballpark. There's all kinds of equipment going on here at this ballpark. I don't know if you're supplying any of those cranes or not, but it seems like this is a perfect vantage point, and we actually have some people sitting out on the Redders Event Center right now.
Yeah, I do see a lot of our customers, though. East Penn is one of our big customers. Great company, Reading Truck Body, right here in the local area.
How many, do you have any idea how many of the Berks County businesses that you supply to?
I don't have a total number, but some of the names that stick out in my head are Rose Corporation, Brentwood, Reading Truck Body, Hayco Metals, East Penn Manufacturing, and Giorgio Foods are some of the ones that kind of stick out off the top of my head.
So you're a local company, but I'm going to imagine with the kind of work that you do, you probably reach well beyond Berks County and even Pennsylvania. How far away do you have some of your customers?
Yeah, we do. We work all over the continental United States. We go overseas on occasion, and we also do some work on the North Slope in Alaska for the oil companies.
Here's a pitch by Jason Dominguez. It's driven deep into left center field, but the ballpark will hold it as Marcus Lee Sang on the warning track in left center field will gather it for out number 2 after Osterberg got Torrealba on strikes. So 2 quick outs here in this top half of the third inning. Mike, I got to ask you, one of the things I see every time I see any kind of reference to American Crane and Equipment Corporation is grit matters. Tell us what makes grit the big word at American Crane and Equipment.
Well, I think, to do the work that we do, you got to be gritty. So our company pretty much takes raw steel and turns it into a finished product. So, from engineering, coming up with a design and a drawing to the guys on the floor doing the welding and the cutting and the fitting, painters and the electricians putting the final product together, and then a team of installation technicians going out into the field and installing heavy equipment. I just think it's a job where you need to have some grit.
And so that is one of the key slogans for the company. On the slow roller, Ben Rice will retire the side as the Patriots go 1-2-3. Mike Myers from American Crane Equipment Corporation, thank you for your sponsorship here with the Reading Fightin' Phils, and thanks for spending some time with us here in the radio booth.
Yeah, appreciate it, Bob.
You bet very much. We'll take a break. Back with more. It remains 2-1 Somerset on top.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
We head to the bottom half of the third inning. And this bottom half of the third inning brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury from the good folks at Swartz Culleton PC. Bottom half of the third inning alongside Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. The Fightin' Phils trailing the Somerset Patriots by a score of 2-1. Carlos De La Cruz, Oliver Dunn, and Jalen Ortiz, 2, 3, and 4 in Al Padrique's lineup. Set to do battle tonight here in this third inning against right-handed pitcher Matt Sauer for the Somerset Patriots. First pitch from De La Cruz is outside for a ball. Carlos hit by a pitch his first time up, came around to score the Phils run on the RBI double from Ethan Wilson. 1-0 pitch. It's outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Not quite sure if, obviously from our vantage point, we can't hear what might be said, but it just seemed like there was something that didn't go over very well after Carlos got hit by that pitch in the first inning. 2-0 to him right now. That is right there for a called strike one on the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Carlos didn't look real happy about it. Looked like there might have been some words exchanged from the Phils dugout. 2-1 as he stands in. This one ripped into left field, and that's down and all the way back to the fence. De La Cruz will round first, and he will roll into second base. Well, if he wasn't happy about it, that's how you get it back from the leadoff double for Carlos De La Cruz.
I was going to say, there's no better way to respond than roping a double down the line, and that's exactly what De La Cruz does there, and puts a man in scoring position for one of your hottest hitters right now in Oliver Dunn.
23rd double of the season for De La Cruz, which will tie him with Oliver Dunn for a team high. Dunn, team leader in RBIs with 73, as Jake said, a hot hitter, but he walked his first time up. Oliver has done an awful lot of that in 2023. In addition to what he's done with a bat in his hand of late, he's also walked an inordinate number of times over the course of this season. There's a swing and a miss at the first pitch. That looked to be the changeup from Sauer. De La Cruz takes his lead off of second, representing the tying run if the Phils can get him around. 0-1 pitch. Dunn takes this one inside. There's the slider at the back foot of the left-hand hitting Oliver Dunn. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. That one's way up high. It's 2-1. Dunn, 25-year-old left-hand hitter. He'll turn 26 on Labor Day weekend. Originally from Salt Lake City. drafted by the Yankees in the 11th round. We talked about that over the course of this series. Both he and Max McDowell spending some time in the Yankees organization up and through last year. So it's been payback for them over this series. And that one in the dirt and gets away from Rice. That's going to allow De La Cruz to move up. It will be a strike. Dunn did go around, I believe, is what they called at the plate, but the ball got away from Ben Rice, so that allows Carlos De La Cruz to move up to third base. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Oliver Dunn.
When I got a guy on third, no outs, you have to get this run home.
Looks like the Patriots will bring the infield up, try to cut down that tying run. Up a little tighter on the left-hand side of the infield than on the right. The left-hand hitting Dunn at the plate. 2-2 the count. Way up high, ball 3. Pitch count now at 47 for Matt Sauer. Again, making just his 8th start of the season. At the beginning of the season on the disabled list. Here comes his 3-2 pitch, pitching from the stretch. Dunn lines this one into left field. Back goes Polensky. He'll look up and say goodbye. Oliver Dunn has done it again. 2-run home run, and the Phils are right back up on top, 3-2.
Oh, there goes that man again. Call him a Patriot killer, haunting his former team. Shoots it over the left field fence. 372 feet, 103 off the bat. And the guy we drove in, a little bit of a tie now atop the home run ladder. Both at lucky number 21. Blackjack, said Oliver Dunn.
And now RBI number 74 and 75 for Dunn as Jalen Ortiz steps to the plate. And Ortiz struck out his first time up and takes the first pitch over for a called strike 1. 6th hit of the series for Dunn. He's homered in 3 of the 4 games, or 3 of the 5 games now in this series. There's a swing and a miss by Ortiz, and he's quickly in a no balls and 2-strike hole.
Just been so fun to watch, Oliver Dunn. I mean, all year long, but like really the last 5-6 weeks, it's been just in a whole different level of baseball that he's playing.
Right now, Ortiz is in a no ball and 2-strike hole. Sauer comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled out of play down the first baseline. And the beauty of what Oliver Dunn did in that plate appearance, right off the bat, you knew the game was at least tied because he got the ball in the air. Then you thought, well, this one could be trouble. And then it just kept on carrying out to the left center field. And he had just enough of it to get it over the fence, and that's all you need. Ortiz takes another one up high, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jalen Ortiz. Base is empty, 2 runs across. Phil's back on top, 3-2. Nobody out here in the 3rd. The cleanup hitter, Jalen Ortiz, at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes, now the count to him. Breaks his bat, fouls this one out of play. Bat goes all the way down the 3rd baseline. And Al Padrique kind of watched that thing helicopter over his head.
Well, he had the knob of the bat.
Yeah, Jalen had the handle. And Al Padrique saw the bat head going over his head. And now one of the players for Mickey Gasper, backup catcher for the Patriots, will pick it up and turn that into a souvenir. Not kind of a sort of a souvenir. Could be a weapon, basically, with what's left of that bat. So Jalen Ortiz has to go back, get himself a new piece of lumber, and go back to work with the count still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Ortiz a strikeout victim for the 2nd time. First out here in the 3rd.
4 strikeout for Matt Sauer tonight. Goes an off-speed pitch. That was a bit up in the zone, but Ortiz found himself just a little bit out in front of it.
So here comes Ethan Wilson, as I mentioned a moment ago, RBI double back in the 1st inning. Get the Phils their first run. His 21st double of the season, his 52nd RBI of the year. Takes this one on the inside corner for a called strike. Don't think Ethan thought it was a strike, but he's in an 0-1 hole. Wilson, the native of Andalusia, Alabama. That one's up high for a ball. Asked him while back, Auburn or Alabama? He said, I'm an Auburn guy. He said, is that a family thing? He said, yeah, pretty much. Your family kind of chooses to either go Auburn or you're Alabama. My family's Auburn. So we're going to miss at this one, and it's 1-2. Although Ethan played his college baseball at South Alabama.
We'll say at Auburn, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Great stadium.
It was for Penn State.
It was this year. Big game, big win.
1 ball, 2 strikes. This one lined into right field, and Ethan Wilson stays hot. That one's going to roll all the way into the corner. Ethan Wilson will round first. He will head to second, and they'll put up the stop sign. Wilson with his second double of the night.
Third time this year, Ethan Wilson has had 3 doubles in a game. Got a curveball that was down at the knees, and Wilson just drops the bat head on it and smacks it down the right field line. 102 off the bat, went all the way to the corner. An easy 2-bagger for Ethan Wilson.
His now 22nd double of the season on his second of the night, and we're going to get a visit to the mound from pitching coach Grayson Crawford. Matt Sauer got hit around a little bit in this inning. Double by De La Cruz, 2-run home run for Oliver Dunn. And then after the strikeout to Ortiz, the double by Ethan Wilson. Phil's not done yet. The man at second base, 1 out, 2 runs in, and a 3-2 Phil's lead here in the third.
Yeah, getting the Sauer here pretty early. And look, like Somerset did to you last night, you have opportunities. You need to find ways to pounce on them. You need to find ways to, grow this lead. 1-run lead, having 3 runs isn't enough. You want to just, every time an opportunity is out there, you have to find a way to execute.
So the conversation in the mound is over. There is no one up yet in the Somerset bullpen. As Marcus Lee Sang will bat. Sang popped one up in the infield his first time up. Left-hand hitter was called up before this series began from Jersey Shore. This is 4th game in a Fightin' Phil's uniform. Had the night off last night. First pitch to him. Way up high, ball 1.
Wilson starting to get the wheels turning in case that one hit off the mid of Rice. We've seen him, both instances wild pitches, but still, struggle with some balls that were outside of the strike zone, Ben Rice.
Wilson does have good wheels at second. 1-0 count. Sauer takes a look back at second, delivers the pitch, and that's outside. It's 2-0. Marcus Lee Sang of Jersey Shore hit .268 with 8 home runs. Drove in 53. Looking for his first RBI as a Fightin' Phil. That one is outside again. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Patient at bat so far for Marcus Lee Sang.
That's been a theme for him too. He has shown a really good control of the strike zone.
See if he has a green light here on 3-0. He does, and he swings and foul tips it in and out of the glove of the catcher, Ben Rice. So it's 3-1 now to Marcus Lee Sang. 22-year-old, native of Maryland. Played his high school baseball at Northern High School, just outside of Baltimore. Drafted by the Phillies out of high school in 2019 in the 11th round. 3-1 to him right now. That's in the dirt, ball 4. And Rice couldn't find it, and Ethan Wilson alertly moves up to third base. Everybody kind of stood still for a moment. Ethan Wilson was paying attention to what happened, and Ben Rice couldn't find the baseball, and Ethan Wilson will move up to third.
And kind of like we said, he struggled with those balls in the dirt tonight. It's been uncharacteristic of him this week. And look, these are all going to go down as wild pitches because they're all balls that hit the dirt, but you ask Ben Rice, he'll tell you each time those are balls that he needs to stop.
So the second wild pitch in the inning from Matt Sauer has a runner at third, and then with a walk to Marcus Lee Sang, runners at the corners and 1 out for Madison Stokes. Stokes flew out to center field his first time up. And another one low.
Stokes a .234 hitter this year with runners in scoring position as Ethan Wilson gets his lead off third.
Marcus Lee Sang Snap throw, he dives back in. Trying to get Sang not necessarily paying attention with the runner at third base. Instead, they go to the trail runner at first, and Sang with a healthy lead. Did steal 20 bases at Jersey Shore. 1-0 to Madison Stokes. That's again up high. It's 2-0.
Yeah, see if you try and manufacture something here. I mean, Wilson's got wheels on third. Lee Sang, we know, super fast on first. So maybe you try and put Lee Sang in motion and force Somerset and force Rice, a catcher who has uncharacteristically struggled tonight, to make a play.
2-0 pitch to Stokes. Swing and a miss. Good slider that time by Sauer, and Stokes fails to connect. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Madison Stokes, looking for his first hit in this series. Riding an 0 for 12 as he stands in. Gonna whitewash that with something here. 2 on, 1 out. Fouls this one straight back. It's 2-2. Madison, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs on the season as he stands in. Among the team leaders in doubles with 19. Stokes playing at shortstop tonight. This one fouled out of play down the first base line, over the first base grandstand, and headed for the parking lot. Fabulous crowd on hand tonight. Pool deck in right field is full. Seidel Auto Group deck in left field is full. 67 Club is full, and pretty much the grandstand in front of us is all but full as well.
Not many empty seats wherever you look tonight.
No, indeed. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Madison Stokes. Lee Sang started and then stopped, and now Sauer will take a step off, so that'll be a disengagement. Marcus Lee Sang, I don't think that was intentional. He started, but he started pretty soon. He had not yet gone into his windup, and then panicked and started heading back, and Sauer stepped off. Drive, it's in the right field. That's a base hit. Ethan Wilson will score. Marcus Lee Sang will round second base and head to third. Bobbled in right field, and that's going to allow Marcus Lee Sang to come all the way around. Turns into 2 runs for the Phils, and it's now 5-2. Phils on top.
Great piece of hitting by Madison Stokes. Elevates one, inside outs it, goes to right center field. And we'll see how they score that. Lee Sang scored. It's probably going to be a single with an error, and also an error allows Lee Sang to score is my guess. But nonetheless, 2 more runs for the Phils and probably 1 RBI for Stokes.
Yeah, it'll be an RBI, an error on the right fielder Dunham. Allows Stokes to go to second and ultimately allows Marcus Lee Sang, who was going to go to third for sure on the base hit. But then on the bobble allows him to come all the way around to score. It is an error on Somerset, as Baron Radcliffe, who singled his first time up, will stand in, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. So it's 5-2, Fightin's on top now. Still with another runner in scoring position now in Madison Stokes, and 1 out here in this 3rd inning. 1 ball and no strikes to Baron Radcliffe. Takes that one on the inside corner for a called strike with a fastball. So the Phils have come out with their hit shoes on tonight. 5 runs already on 6 hits for the Fightins. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd. Take a look back at Stokes at second. Come to the plate, swing and a miss by Radcliffe. On the off-speed pitch that was outside the zone. Barron a little frustrated with himself after swinging at and missing at the pitch. And we'll take a walk around. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Baron Radcliffe. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. Radcliffe will walk away frustrated after striking out. 2nd strikeout in the inning for Matt Sauer. 5th strikeout in total.
Yeah, just blew a fastball by him at 94. And they got Roberts, who's, like we talked about last time, swinging a good bat and hit the home run last night.
So that'll bring up Cody Roberts. Stokes still at second base with now 2 outs. Roberts a strikeout victim his first time up. Max Burt, second baseman, kind of bluffing it back. There's a ball in the dirt. Another better job that time by Ben Rice to block it. Now Ben Rice wants to have a conversation with Matt Sauer. I think that conversation might have something to do with, dude, we stopped throwing the ball in the dirt.
I wonder if there's some sort of cross-up maybe between them two, a miscommunication on signs.
It's the ball. I mean, you could very well be right, but the issue becomes, the ball's in the dirt, whether it's a cross-up or not. It's not that the ball's hitting it somewhere where Rice isn't expecting it. I think it might be more of the fact that Sauer might be overthrowing some pitches at some point.
That's
Maybe
the thing.
That's what Rice is
a
telling
fastball in the dirt's hard to block. If you know a curveball is coming, as a catcher, mentally you tell yourself, be ready to have to drop to your knees and keep it in front of you.
So that's 1-0 now to Cody Roberts. Swing and a miss, healthy cut from Cody Roberts, the high fastball. Count now even at 1-1.
You know what's hard to believe? I'm only halfway through the stadium and it's 5,400. You want me to come along and help you out for you?
Sauer from the stretch. Another healthy cut from Roberts, but again, no contact. That time of the off-speed pitch. Now it's 1-2 to Cody Roberts.
76 pitches now for Sauer tonight, and it's not even through the third inning, so the hard pressed to really see him going deeper than 4, maybe 5 if he's able to have a quick inning, but it all depends kind of what happens here with Roberts.
There is some activity now in the Somerset bullpen. Time called at the plate by Cody Roberts. 1-2 to the hitter. Like Tanner Myatt up and loosening for Somerset. That one again in the dirt, and another nice block that time by Ben Rice. Stokes has to stay put at second base. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, Ben Rice has had his work cut out for him so far tonight. Lots of balls in the dirt. Already 3 wild pitches by Sauer.
So 2-2 now to Cody Roberts with 2 outs here in the third inning. That one's outside again. It's 3-2. Patient at bat here for Cody Roberts, the 9-hole hitter. Top of the order, Nick Ward on deck if Roberts can reach. Bills have sent 8 men to the plate here in this third inning. Comes a 3-2 to Cody Roberts. Swing and try to check, but could not, and that will do it for the Phils in the third. They put 4 runs across. They do it on 4 hits. They leave 1. There was an error as well. We're through 3 in Baseball Town. It's the Reading Fightin' Phils 5, the Somerset Patriots 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Somerset Patriots, the Reading Fightin' Phils. We're headed to the 4th inning, and it's time for my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, to take over play-by-play.
Thank you very much, Bob. Reading up 5-2 after 4 runs in the bottom of the third in this top half of the 4th inning. Augustin Ramirez, the first batter in. The first pitch is swung on and flared straight back. It's 0-1. And a really nice catch by a fan with one bare hand. That was pretty impressive. 0-1 from Osterberg. It's swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on an off-speed pitch. Matt Osterberg back out for inning number 4 of work. It's been a pair of 1-2-3 innings, sandwiched around a 2-run second for Somerset. The next pitch is pounded on the ground towards short. Stokes charges, sets himself in front of the bag, and throws across in time. That's out number 1, and it also will mark 7 straight retired by Matt Osterberg.
Yeah, obviously he gave up the back-to-back home runs in the second, but he really kind of recovered nicely from there, and I think he just kind of got himself in a spot of kind of tipping his pitches, not like physically tipping his pitches, but I think Somerset had kind of figured out his pattern a little bit. He had gone with back-to-back curveballs with Dunham, and they kind of figured out the rhythm of his pitches, and he's made some adjustments, it appears, from there, and he's settled in nicely.
First pitch at Dunham was a strike. The next pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. Elijah Dunham has one of the 2 hits for Somerset tonight. Both were home runs. Both were in back-to-back at-bats. In the top half of the second inning, it was Dunham and Josh Bro. Next pitch at the top of the zone for a called strike 3. Dunham doesn't agree. He'll let Paul Romer know that. And that's out number 2 on the 5th strikeout tonight from Matt Osterberg.
Kind of interesting to watch somebody in a different uniform arguing with the balls and strikes. The Fightins have had their issues with the balls and strikes called in this series. Of course, I guess with Somerset, they had no reason to have an issue last night with what was going on.
First pitch to Bro, misses down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Bro also homered, as we mentioned, his first time up back in the second. Next pitch, that's upstairs for a ball. It's 2-0. Osterberg's working quick. He's getting the ball back, getting a sign from Roberts and going. And here's the 2-0. That's up and away. It's 3-0. Very Tyler Phillips-esque, I guess you could say, in terms of the pace and tempo of Matt Osterberg tonight. Osterberg at 48 pitches here in the 4th. Here's the 3-0. That misses up and away, so it's a 4-pitch walk issued to Bro. Just the third base runner tonight for Somerset. First walk issued by Matt Osterberg, and that'll bring Jesus Bastidas to the plate for the Somerset Patriots. 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
I think it's one of the numbers that really jumps out at me. And you look at what Osterberg has done so far. His time in Jersey Shore, 18 starts, only 19 walks in 18 starts. Yet 76 strikeouts to go along with it. So he is a guy who will throw strikes over the course of his time on the mound. That's what you like to see from a young pitcher.
Matt Osterberg, who's making his first home start with Reading, faces Bastidas. The first pitch is roped down the left field line. It's a fair ball and a roll all the way to the corner. Ratcliffe plays it off the wall, heading towards third's Bro. Raul Dominguez gives him the stop sign, so it's a 2-out double for Jesus Bastidas. Puts runners on second and third on Bastidas' second double, and this is 15th game with Somerset.
Yes, as I said when he was up the last time, Bastidas, the one guy in the starting lineup last night for Somerset who did not get a hit, but he hit a rocket that time up. But now if you're Osterberg, and maybe more so if you're Cody Roberts, the catcher, the veteran catcher, just to settle down your young pitcher and say, look, all right, yeah, it's second and third, but there's 2 outs in the inning. Get this guy and no more damage.
So here's Aaron Polensky, 2 outs in the inning. Polensky's 0 for 1 of the strikeout tonight. First pitch, swung on, cranked in the air, well towards center. Marcus Lee Sang darts back. He had the warning track. He had the wall. He looks up. It's off the top of the wall. Shoots back in the center. 2-run score. Polensky goes to third, and it's a 2-run triple for Aaron Polensky, and the Patriots make it now a 5-4 game.
Yeah, it was 88 on the radar gun, and it was right down, all but right down the middle. Maybe just a tad low, maybe thigh high for Polensky. It's just a pitch he grooved. I mean, it's that simple. And that's going to bring Brad Bergeson out of the dugout to come talk to the left-hander. Again, it's just not a good pitch in that spot, and Polensky made him pay for it.
387 feet from Polensky, hit off the top of the fence.
Yeah, the only thing that saved that from being a home run was the height that you have to hit it to now here at the Redner's Event Center. You got to get it up and over the railing that now is out on the Redner's Event Center, and he got it off the top of the lower set of bricks, but not over the railing.
Mound visit concludes as Brad Bergeson sporting Ray Ricker's number 8 tonight, will go back to the dugout. Ray Ricker is wearing Brad Bergerson's number 35 tonight, so a bit of a switch up. Looking for some good mojo for the R Phils tonight in the Harley uniforms. First pitch to Max Burt is down for a ball. It's 1-0. Max Burt's 0 for 1 tonight, grounded back to the pitcher Osterberg to conclude the second inning. Runner leads off third. It's Aaron Polensky. Reading leads 5-4, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Osterberg fires home, swinging a foul ball straight back. It's 1-1. Looks like it also may have gotten a piece, maybe the left quad area.
Yeah.
Cody Roberts, that's where he grabs. So Paul Romer will toss the baseball back to Osterberg, and now he'll
dust off an already clean home plate.
Make a clean plate a little cleaner. Ball and a strike's 2 outs. Osterberg, the lefty, fires home and misses upstairs. It's 2-1. Osterberg, who made 18 starts with high A Jersey Shore, was 8-5 with a 3.61 ERA with the Blue Claws. A 2-1. That's down and in. It's 3-1 to Max Burke. An inning that started pretty quickly has now gotten Osterberg into a little bit of trouble. 3 balls and a strike to Max Burke. 6'2", 200-pound lefty towers over the mound. He'll fire home. And that's down and in. Gets away from the catcher Roberts. They'll have a play at home. Here's the throw, and he is safe. It's in and out of the glove of Osterberg.
Great hustle play by Cody Roberts, and Osterberg got there, and the ball was there. It appeared in time, but the slide home by Polensky, the head-first slide, looks like it knocked it out of the glove of Osterberg. And the run ends up scoring on the wild pitch.
So 4 straight base runners now for the Somerset Patriots, and that one is held on to by Osterberg. They probably get that third out at home, so we'll go down as a wild pitch and a run scored on Matt Osterberg. 4th wild pitch combined from both teams tonight. Now it's Eduardo Turrialba. Steps in. Osterberg will step off and throw over towards first. Burt's back in with not really any issues. 14 for 19 in stolen bases is Burt. Across 68 games entering tonight. Osterberg will fire home, and the pitcher Turrialba's outside. It's 1-0. Turrialba had a career high and a franchise record 7 RBI for Somerset last night. Now, granted, Somerset's affiliated ball franchise only dates back to 2021. Next pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 1-1. It was a night really of many great franchise records for the Patriots, who in total put up 22 runs on 23 hits. Right now we got a 5-5 ball game in the top of the 4th. Osterberg will fire home, and he grabs the outside corner again. It's 1-2. Trying to keep this a tie game with Turrialba at the plate. He's 0 for 1 of the strikeout tonight. Max Burt, who walked, gets his lead off the bag. Time is called and given to Turrialba. Jason Dominguez awaits on deck for the Patriots. Turrialba steps back in. Osterberg will peer home and get a sign from Cody Roberts. He'll come set just above the belt. 1-2. Down and in, it's 2-2. 60 pitches tonight for Matt Osterberg. This has been the longest frame for the 23-year-old lefty. Here's the pitch. That's up and away. It's 3-2. Meaning Max Burt from first will be off on the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-5 game in the top of the 4th. Matt Osterberg comes ready and deals home. And that one just misses up and away for a ball. And it's back-to-back walks, 3rd of the inning, issued by Matt Osterberg. That'll advance Max Burt to 2nd, and that'll swing things back to the top of the lineup to Jason Dominguez, the 8th man to come to the plate this inning.
Yeah, now you're just playing with fire. And obviously walking the 8 and 9 hitters, one of the top prospects in baseball, and Jason Dominguez.
0 for 2 tonight's Dominguez. First pitch misses down. It's 1-0.
No action yet in the Reading bullpen, but people are starting to stir around down there a little bit.
There is stretching in the Phillies bullpen, but nobody up and throwing. There's an arm throwing in the Somerset bullpen. 1-0, swung on, and flare towards right towards the line. De La Cruz goes over, he's there, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. 3 runs for the Patriots in the inning. They did it on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all knotted at 5 here on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
Bottom of the 4th inning, we're all tied up at 5. Somerset responds with 3 runs of its own in the top half of the inning. And now Reading will see a new pitcher in Tanner Myatt. 35th appearance for him is 3-1, a 3.64 ERA. 42 innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 29 walks, 50 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 174 off of Tanner Myatt in 2023. Nick Ward's the first batter he'll get. Ward, the leadoff man for Reading, steps in from the left side. First pitch over, and Ward will swing and miss at a pitch up and in. It's 0-1. Tanner Myatt, 22-year-old, 6'7", 220 pounds. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. 1-1. Drafted by the Yankees in 2018. Out of Florence Darlington Technical College. The 1-1. Ward squares the bunt, gets it down third base line, but it'll roll foul. Would have been a beautiful bunt if he could have gotten it down. And strike number 2, 1-2.
Yeah, you got to like that idea, especially from the left-hand side. Ward just trying to get on base. You got the big sticks behind you. That's his job. Become a base runner, get himself on, let the big boys do their job.
Nick Ward 0 for 2 so far tonight. 304 in his Reading tenure, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Both home runs and all RBI came in the same game for Nick Ward. Back on August 10th in his second start with Reading. Came up in New Hampshire. Ball and 2 strikes, no outs to Ward. And the bottom of the 4th in a 5-5 game. The pitch. That one is fisted foul back behind home plate. It stays 1-2.
By the way, Ryan Anderson, Tanner Myatt at 6'7", part of what has to be the tallest bullpen for sure in the Eastern League and maybe in professional baseball. It could be a small college basketball team out there.
1-2 is upstairs, 2-2.
Myatt is 6'7". Danny Watson, 6'7". Jack Neely, who we saw earlier, is 6'8". Bailey Dees, who we saw earlier, is 6'8". We haven't yet seen Ryan Anderson, who only is 6'6".
Only 6'6". 2-2. That is a breaking pitch that gets the top of the zone for a called strike 3. Nick Ward didn't think so, but Paul Romer did, so it's the first strikeout for Tanner Myatt, and that'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate. Matt Sauer closed the line on him, 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 were earned. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. Doubled, has been hit by a pitch, and has scored 2 runs. First pitch, another breaking pitch over for a called strike. It's 0-1. Carlos, 275 hitter, 21 home runs on the year. He's driven in 59. The 0-1, that's upstairs, it's 1-1. De La Cruz kind of had to lean out of the way of it. Fastball at 96. Myatt did pitch on Wednesday night. Allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits in just 2/3 of an inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Also had a walk and a strikeout in that appearance against Reading on Wednesday. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out to De La Cruz. Myatt kicks and deals. Swung on and fouled over the press box and out of play. It stays 1-2.
You know, Jake, I think about it with Carlos De La Cruz getting 2 more runs scored tonight. Everybody wants to talk about his productivity power-wise, but he leads the Eastern League in hits, and he's 2nd in runs scored. He's had a very complete season.
De La Cruz will swing and miss. Tip back in the mitt of Ben Rice. Strikeout number 2 for Myatt, out number 2 in the inning, and that'll bring Oliver Dunn. I mean, look, you look at the Eastern League rankings, it's basically Carlos De La Cruz and Oliver Dunn all over it.
Obviously, Johan Rojas was splattered all over that in those
Kroon.
those categories, as was Matthew Kroon before their respective call-ups. The Rojas to the Phils and Matthew Kroon to the Iron Pigs.
Here's Oliver Dunn. First pitch to him is down for a ball. It's 1-0. Dunn homered his last time up with a 2-run shot. His 21st of the year. He's tied with Carlos De La Cruz for the team lead. Leads the team with 75 RBI on the year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Phil's bullpen, by the way, is quiet, so Osterberg will come back out for the 5th.
Now, depending on how Dunn's season ends, whether it's here or elsewhere, here's the 1-1. That's way up over the glove of Ben Rice. It's 2-1. And Oliver Dunn with 4 weeks and a little bit more left in the season. If he continues on the pace that he's on, or maybe even a little less, he could very well be in the conversation for a 25 home run, 100 RBI season. Right now he's at 21 and 75. Here's the 2-1. Dunn swings and fouls it back. It's 2-2. Oliver Dunn already with career highs in home runs and RBI. His previous career high in home runs was 7. He has tripled that, and it's August the 19th. Still about a month left in the season. 2-2. That's way inside. Actually got a piece of Oliver Dunn.
Yeah, hit him on the front elbow.
Front elbow, so he's hit by a pitch. He's aboard for the 3rd time tonight, helping that on-base percentage that ranks 3rd in the Eastern League. And that'll bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate. Ortiz 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of strikeouts for him. We'll dig in here with 2 outs as Oliver Dunn gets his lead off first. It's a 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 4th. Dunn off and running on the first pitch. Rice's throw will go into center field. Dunn shoots to his feet. He navigates the 3rd. Holby in there standing up. And it puts a runner on 3rd now with 2 outs. Stolen base. They get him the 2nd, and then an E2. They get him the 3rd. It's Ben Rice's first error since being caught up by Somerset.
Yeah, it has not been Ben Rice's night for sure. You talked about the issues he was having with some of the pitches in the dirt, and he just airmailed that, and Oliver Dunn was off. As the moment that Myatt went into his delivery, Oliver Dunn was off and running. Rice had no shot to throw him out, and then airmailed it into center field.
1-0. That's outside, 2-0. It's the 13th stolen base of the year for Oliver Dunn, a mark that he also leads all active R-Phils. I mean, there's not many marks that him or De La Cruz don't lead all active R-Phils in at this point of the year.
Yeah, this is an opportunity here that you could literally steal a run here.
2-0, swung on, fouled straight back. It's 2-1.
And again, trying to just flip momentum back your way. Phils had gotten momentum back with the 4 spot they got in the 3rd, but Somerset, to their credit, they are a really good hitting team, and they got it right back to a tie ball game in their half of the 4th.
2 balls, 1 strike. Myatt ready, deals home. Swung on, flared, right side, slicing out of play, foul. It'll land in the grandstand. which is very much full. I mean, there really isn't many empty seats here at FirstEnergy Stadium tonight. You'd pretty much be far-fetched to find one. I'm excited to hear what the attendance number is later tonight. My guess is it's well over 8,000. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and Ortiz stays alive. For what it's worth, the season high in attendance this year,
87.
89.59.
89.59.
Saturday, May 27th against Harrisburg. So we'll see if we get close to that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tie game. Dunoff third. The pitch. Swung on and fouled again. Right side out of play. A great at-bat from Jalen Ortiz.
Yeah, he's really fighting off some pitches, even though that pitch was pretty much right there. He got it in on his hands a little bit. I think it's just a matter of Jalen, again, still waiting for him to kind of cut back on that swing a little bit, especially now with 2 strikes.
2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Jalen Ortiz is down on strikes. Well, Dunn got the third, but Tanner Myatt strikes out the side. No runs, no hits. 1 error and 1 left. We'll go to the 5th. 5-5 game on the Phillies Radio Network.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the Phillies will play as the Reading Keystones on Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
Top of the 5th, 5-5 game. Reading stranded a runner on third in the bottom of the 4th. And Matt Osterberg will be back on the mound for inning number 5 of work. Osterberg gets 64 pitches tonight. First batter he faces is Ben Rice, who swings and misses at the first offering. It's 0-1.
Curious to see how quickly the Phillies bullpen may get active here in this 5th inning. Right now, no one is throwing.
Next pitch, Rice line drive towards the middle. That's a base hit. Over towards the gap. Rice is turning towards second. He's going to go and then he'll put the brakes on late. Probably a wise decision. Marcus Lee Sang does not have an arm you want to challenge, and did a nice job getting over to it, so it's a leadoff single for Ben Rice. Hit it hard, 107 off the bat.
Yeah, and I think from Rice's perspective, depending on who picks that ball up, if it's the right fielder De La Cruz, he's probably going to try it. When the center fielder Marcus Lee Sang got it, not going to happen. Sang has already shown us, in addition to being able to go get the ball out there, he's got a pretty good arm as well.
So Augustin Ramirez steps in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Rice leads off first. Osterberg deals home. That misses outside for a ball, apparently. Did not look like it from up here. Now it does. Okay. So 1 ball, no strikes. No outs here in the inning. Osterberg from the stretch deals. That one misses upstairs. It's 2-0. Osterberg, who earned a win last Sunday, 5 2/3 at New Hampshire, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, struck out 6. He's got 5 strikeouts tonight. The next pitch is outside for a ball. It's 3-0. Augustin Ramirez playing first base tonight, a native of the Dominican Republic. Signed with the Yankees in 2018 as an international free agent. 3 balls and no strikes here with no outs.
It's like Tommy McCullum will get up and begin to pitch in the Phil's bullpen.
Here's the pitch, swung on a 3-0 pitch, and it's fouled back. It's 3-1. So the hope obviously is you want Osterberg to get through this inning. Probably his last no matter what. But if he gets in any more trouble, we might see Tommy McCullum get the call in here in this top of the 5th. 5-5 ball game. Osterberg fires home, swing on a dribbler, and it's foul just to the right of the home plate dirt circle, and the count goes full.
You also have a left-handed hitter in the on-deck circle, so I would think that depending on how Osterberg does through this batter in Ramirez, probably pitches to Dunham, and then maybe McCullum comes in to face Josh Breaux, the right-hander, in the 5-hole.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Ramirez. Osterberg's ready, fires home. Swung on, ground ball towards second. Dunn has it, flips the short for 1, throw to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play, and that erases the base runner, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
That's how quickly it can all change. And a tailor-made double play ball and a slow roller, a nice hop for Oliver Dunn, and a strong throw from Madison Stokes, who knew he had all kinds of time to make the good throw on the relay. So McCullum will probably slow down his pace a little bit.
76 double play, Reading's turn this year. And this game number 112 on the season. Pitch to Elijah Dunham is just off the outside edge of the plate. It's 1-0. Dunham's 1 for 2 tonight. He homered off Osterberg in the second. Osterberg got the better of him with the strikeout last inning. 1-0. Swung on, ground ball towards the hole on the right side. Dunn to his left, he'll scoop it, throw to first in time. And it is the end of the inning. No runs on a hit. He was erased on a double play. Nobody left for the Patriots. We're halfway home from Baseball Town. Tied at 5 on the Phillies Radio Network.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, tie game at 5 between Reading and Somerset. Jake Starr, Bob McCool. Thanks for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night at the ballpark that has certainly featured plenty of offense. Ethan Wilson will lead things off for the Phils. 5, 6, 7 are due up. Wilson's 2 for 2 tonight with a pair of doubles. Tanner Myatt returns for his second inning of work out of the bullpen. As time is called. It's a pitch clock violation on
the pitcher.
Looks like it's on the pitcher, so 1 ball and no strikes. Myatt went out, deal to Wilson. That's down low for a ball. It's 2-0. Ethan Wilson 2 for 2 tonight, 2 doubles and a run scored. 2-0. That's outside for a ball. It's 3-0. Still is Tommy McCullum down and throwing in the Phil's bullpen. Here's the 3-0. That will get the top of the zone. The Wilson, it's 3-1.
Yeah, so that would give you an indication that Matt Osterberg's night's probably over with, because otherwise they would have had McCullum sit down if they were not going to bring him in.
3-1. Wilson will dribble it fouled off the facing behind home plate. The count's full.
So there's some things for Osterberg to take away from that, and obviously some things he'd like to forget about. But that double play, I think, really kind of changed certainly the complexion of that last inning, but hopefully gives him some positivity as he walks away from it, but put that inning back in his control.
3-2 to Wilson, misses outside. It's the first walk issued by Myatt. It's a leadoff base runner for Marcus Lee Sang, and also got to the 5th inning. So if Reading can get some runs here and not relinquish that lead, it would be a winning decision for Osterberg.
Something else that the team can help add to the positive effect. Let's see what Ethan Wilson does here. Last inning when Oliver Dunn got on, he took off immediately against Myatt.
He'll throw over, and it's not in time. First time Wilson's on base against Myatt tonight. Stole on Matt Sauer. Well, bounced on the wild pitch against Matt Sauer, tonight's starting pitcher. Now it's Marcus Lee Sang at the plate. Lee Sang is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Next pitch he swings and he fouls off of himself.
Yeah, healthy cut there for Marcus, and he fouled that one right off the front foot.
So Lee Sang will take an extra second and walk that one off.
I think the Phils have kind of gone with the game plan here with these tall relievers for Somerset, because they're going to be slower to the plate as a result of that. But they're going to use that to their advantage and get off on the bases.
0-1, Wilson does go. The pitch is a strike. To throw to second is in time.
It wasn't a pitch out, but it was a pitch on the outside part of the plate, and it made it easier for Ben Rice to get out and get that throw down and get it there in time.
The pitch was a strike, so it's 0-2. It's the 4th base runner Ben Rice has thrown out this year from July 18th when he was called up to Somerset. 0-2, the pitch to Lee Sang, swung on and shot foul into the left field grandstand. The count stays 0-2. The ball is 2 strikes and an out to Marcus Lee Sang. 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. The count goes 1-2. Lee Sang played 99 games for Jersey Shore before his call up to Reading on August 15th. Hit .268 on 8 home runs, 53 RBI. Had 7 triples as well. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, it's 2-2.
Yeah, pretty much the complete package. Extra base hits, stolen bases, and obviously we've talked about that in the series because we've been impressed by how well he's played defensively at center field.
2 balls, 2 strikes to delivery. That's down and in. Skirts the lefty Lee Sang off the plate. The count goes full. It's 3-2.
And that's the other piece, which is the patience at the plate. Showed patience his first time up and draws a walk. Ends up coming around to score a run. Now he's worked this count back into a full count.
Lee Sang will ask for and be granted time. Full count, 1 out, bottom 5. The pitch. That's on the outside corner. Call it strike 3. Lee Sang thought it was ball 4. He was ready to toss his bat.
Yeah, he was. He was 4 or 5 steps down the line and starting to toss his bat to the side.
4 strikeout for Myatt. And 5 outs recorded. And here comes Raul Dominguez. There is an arm up in the Somerset bullpen, so we'll see if that's it for Myatt. Dominguez has not signaled to the bullpen quite yet, as he takes his time walking out there. Whoever's down there throwing is not throwing quite hard yet, but he does take the baseball away from Myatt, and that'll bring a new arm in for Somerset. Alberta University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. Step into your future with the Alberta University Golden Wolves. Back after this on the Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's commercial roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Phillies mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Still in the bottom of the fifth, still a 5-5 game. Jesus Lorenzo, the new arm in for Somerset. He'll face Madison Stokes with 2 outs in the inning, making his 14th appearance for Somerset in 2023. First pitch outside, 1-0. It's 2-0 with an 8.64 ERA. 16 2/3 innings pitched, 20 hits allowed, 9 walks, 22 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .294 off him. 1-0. That's outside, 2-0 to the righty Stokes.
He did pitch in Wednesday night's game 2 of the series and pitched very well. Actually got the win in that game. Went 2 1/3 inning. Did not surrender a run, struck out 3.
2-0 to Stokes. Swung on, hit in the air, high pop towards right. In and towards the line goes Dunham, and he is there and he'll make the catch. Now to retire the side in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for the Phillies. We'll go to the 6th. Still tied at 5-5 on the Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phillies fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Phillies mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Top half of the 6th inning, 5-5 ball game. New pitcher in for the Phillies. It's Tommy McCullum. McCullum making his 8th appearance. No decisions, a 5.68 ERA. 7 strikeouts, 4 walks over 6 1/3 innings pitched. First pitch that McCullum deals to Josh Breaux is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. McCullum, the big righty, 6'5", 260 from Atlanta, Georgia, the 0-1. It's upstairs for a ball 1-1. McCullum in for Matt Osterberg, who went 5 innings tonight. Gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in his second Double-A start. The pitch, that's a swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes from McCullum. Last pitch at 90. Breaux will step out and ask for time. Tommy McCullum, a alum of Division II Wingate University. Signed to the Phillies as an undrafted free agent in July of 2021. 1-2. Outside for a ball 2-2. That came right after Wingate won the national championship in 2021. It's not a bad summer. You win a national championship and you sign your first pro contract. 2-2, swung on, fouled straight back, 2-2. Also, was teammates with current teammate Andrew Baker with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks of the Cape Cod Baseball League in 2021. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, cranked in the air towards center. Lee Sang to his right, and he'll get there and make the catch.
And we talked about the shoes that someone has to fill in center field with the play of Johan Rojas. And he's not there, but he is awfully good in center field. And Marcus Lee Sang, that was a base hit off the bat. And he got there easily and took that base hit away. He caught that ball not at his ankles, but at his waist. That is the closing speed of Marcus Lee Sang.
First pitch to Bastidas is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
I think all center fielders, for future reference, will always be compared here in baseball town to what Johan Rojas was. But Marcus Lee Sang's pretty good out there.
1-0. Bastidas takes upstairs 2-0. I'm going to add to that whole small world story. McCollum also played for Hyannis in 2019. And it was on the same team as Griff McGarry. And him and Griff McGarry actually both share a birthday on. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs for a ball, June the 8th. 1999. I believe they're both born the same year as well, both 24 years old. The pitch. Right down the chute for a called strike. It's 3-1. McCollum caught up the Reading back on July the 26th from High A, Jersey Shore. Pitch. That's in tight, ball 4 to the righty Bastidas. He's aboard for the second straight at bat. First walk issued by Tommy McCollum, and that'll bring Aaron Polensky to the plate.
And McCollum pitched in game 2 on Wednesday night, and he had he ended up with a scoreless inning, but he went through some frustration. He walked the batter and he hit 2 batters in that inning as well, and ended up working out a bases loaded jam.
First pitch to Polensky, swung on sharply on the ground to third. Sliding Ward, he's got it. Throws a second for 1. Dunstor to first, is not in time. Also is wide of the bag. Polensky will stay at first. It was a tough play all around. First of all, Ward, an excellent job on the 5-4 fielder's choice. Dunn kind of got pulled towards the left field side of the bag because Ward, just had to get it out. And then Dunn trying to reset himself, threw it over Ortiz at first. Won't be an error, can't ever assume the double play, so.
Yeah, it's probably a play.
5-4 fielder's choice.
If he had to do it over again, Oliver Dunn probably should have eaten that ball, and Phils are fortunate that the ball did not allow Polensky to advance and move up to second base. But even on a good throw, I think Polensky probably beats that out.
Max Burt will ask for and be granted time before even facing the first pitch. Now the righty-on-righty matchup here between Burt and McCollum. Big lead for Polensky. First pitch is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. Polensky has stolen 9 bags in 10 attempts this year. Tonight's his 51st game with the Patriots. He gets his lead off first. They throw over, had him leaning for a moment, but it's back in time. Burt's 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded back to the pitcher. He's also walked. This is his third plate appearance. The pitch is way up and away, off the glove of Cody Roberts. It'll roll towards the backstop, and that'll allow Polensky to get the second. Probably a wild pitch, was up and away. Did hit Roberts' mitt.
Yeah, and Cody kind of jumped out of it, kind of with the idea of, if not throwing behind the runner back to first base, but at least bluffing him back. And in the process of doing that, ball got squirted out of his mitt and allowed Polensky to move out.
So runner on second, 2 outs, a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and fouled straight back. It's 1-2.
You got power on power. These Somerset hitters do not get cheated on their swings. They've got some guys that with some pop in their bats. They have shown that throughout this series.
One, two, and an awkward swing and a miss. Buckled him inside, and that will retire the side in the sixth. No runs, no hits. One left for Somerset. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. Still tied at 5 on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip-It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Bottom of the 6th inning, it's a 5-5 ball game. Both offenses have been quiet for a few innings now. Reading, though, would like to change that here. Baron Ratcliffe leads things off 8-9-1. Due up for the Fightin' Phils, wearing their classic Harley-Davidson jerseys tonight. Black jerseys with gold numbers and lettering. First pitch to Ratcliffe, cranked in the air, out towards left center. Going back is Jason Dominguez. It's at the wall. It's gone. Reading does just that. Baron Ratcliffe on the first pitch he sees, smacks it over the fence, and the Fightin' Phils lead 6-5 on Ratcliffe's 6th of the year.
Well, as I said before his first at-bat, batting practice doesn't always mean everything, but Baron Ratcliffe had a really good batting practice. And in his first at-bat, he roped a single into right field, and that's a power alley for Baron Ratcliffe. He's really good on pitches up and in to go the other way and drive him out of the ballpark, and just what the Phils needed.
Here's Cody Roberts, no outs in the 6th. First pitch to him, outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Cody's 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of strikeouts. No out still in the bottom of the 6th. Reading now a 6-5 lead. Lorenzo deals. Roberts will swing and foul it back. It's 1-1. Roberts 2 for 11 so far this series. Does have a home run. That came last night. There's also action in the Phils bullpen. It's Keelan Kilgore up and throwing for the Fightins. 1-1. That's way inside. Got a piece of Cody Roberts. And that's a hit by pitch. But that's the third one tonight.
That's the third one tonight. I was just thinking the same thing.
So Reading now with a big chance to make some noise here in the inning.
I mean, the thing that I think about, like if the score last night was reversed, then I would see that some of these hit by pitches might have something behind them. But the fact that it was the Phils who got the 19-run deficit last night makes you think, well, why would they be throwing at Reading?
First pitch to Nick Ward is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. No, I mean, I don't think there's anything really to look into. It's just a night with some control issues from some of the pitchers. Plus, it hasn't been the same guy either in terms of the pitcher. 0-1. Ward swings and misses. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and if again, after you're down a run in the 6th inning, it's not a time to put somebody on base with nobody out. It's also would be very smart baseball in addition to making no sense.
0-2 to Nick Ward. Lorenzo fires home, swings, and fights it back foul. The count stays 0-2. Ward 0 for 3 tonight, a pair of strikeouts. Leadoff man playing third base for Reading tonight. In his first home series of the Art Phils, the local kid. Grew up in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Played his college ball at Westchester. Now he's playing for his hometown team. The 0-2. Upstairs, it's 1-2. Ward, who signed with the Phillies this past offseason, represented Great Britain in March's World Baseball Classic. Had a strong classic for Great Britain. He awaits the 1-2. Swing and a line drive towards the middle. That's a base hit. Cody Roberts first to third on the play. Cut off by Dominguez. The throw goes to the cutoff man, and it's a single for Nick Ward. Roberts the third. Men on the corners. No outs for Carlos De La Cruz.
Great piece of hitting by Nick Ward. Great anticipation by Cody Roberts. He got a great jump off the bat. And Dominguez has a cannon at center field. We've seen that on a couple of occasions. But it was to his left, and Cody Roberts read it off the bat, and he had third base on his mind from the moment that ball cleared its way into center field. Good first to third movement by the Fightins.
Here's Carlos De La Cruz, a big opportunity for the Phillies' number 7 overall prospect here. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He's reached twice, he's scored twice. Also hit by a pitch and struck out. Bats with runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. That's inside, it's 1-0. Carlos De La Cruz this season, it's probably been his best of professional ball. Career high 21 home runs. He's hitting .275. He leads the Eastern League in hits. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Carlos, who was caught up to Reading in the later part of last year, hit 7 home runs to finish the season with the Fightin' Phils. It's safe to say this year has been a career year for Carlos. They'll throw over towards first. Cody Roberts dives back in. Nick Ward dives back in head first safely. Cody Roberts leads off third. Men on the corners, no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Reading leads 6-5. They'd love to add some more on here. Lorenzo. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. It's 1-2.
A little surprised that Somerset's playing at double play depth, essentially conceding a run to turn to 2 here, even in a 1-run game.
Cody Roberts leads off third. He's not being held on. They do hold on Nick Ward at first. As Bob said, the middle's in double play depth. Ball and 2 strikes to Carlos De La Cruz. The pitch. That one's down, smothered by Rice, but gets enough in front of him for Nick Ward to take off for second.
Just good base running by Nick Ward. He's following that all the way, and the moment that he noticed that Rice didn't see it immediately, he was off. And I actually thought that maybe Ward might try to steal a base just to try to take the double play out of the equation.
And now
but
it
again,
brings the infield up.
Now it brings the infield up, exactly.
Goes down as a wild pitch on Lorenzo. Carlos De La Cruz will step back in. You do have a base open, but the guy on deck's Oliver Dunn. I don't think you want to face him with bases loaded. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and De La Cruz is down on strikes. Big first strikeout, big first out for Jesus Lorenzo.
Now let's see what Somerset does here with Dunn. Jalen Ortiz is in the on-deck circle, and he has been struggling. And Oliver Dunn has been ridiculously hot. And as I say that, here comes Grayson Crawford, a pitching coach, out. Probably have that same conversation with his pitcher and infield.
Yeah, Dunn has reached 3 times tonight. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and he also has a 2-run home run. He scored a run. I could sit here all day and talk about Oliver Dunn and just how special this season has been for him. You know, I have time, so why not? His Eastern League ranks are 3rd in on-base percentage, 4th in walks, 2nd in OPS, second in RBI, third in slugging percentage. He's tied for fourth in hits at 99, so his next will be 100. He's seventh in average, tied for seventh in triples, tied for fifth in doubles. He's now tied for third in home runs with Carlos De La Cruz. Think that's pretty good?
Yeah, I would imagine it. I would think that his walk total is going to go up by 1 in a moment.
Let's see what they decide to do here.
I hope they go after him, but I will tell you this much. If I was in the third base dugout, the decision would be really easy.
It's a crowd of probably well over 8,000 tonight. On a beautiful night here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Fightin Phil's lead 6-5. Infield plays up with men on second and third. One out for Oliver Dine. Bottom of the 6th. See how they approach it. First pitch home. Upstairs for a ball, it's 1-0.
I mean, maybe they're going to pitch around him, but again, why would you bring the infield up unless you're going to go after him? Good for Oliver Dine.
Runners get their leads off second and third. The 1-0. That's down, it's 2-0. See if Dunn has the green light here on 2-0. I think as hot as he is and as much control of the strike zone he has, I think it's safe to just kind of put the at-bat in Dunn's hands and let him trust his instincts. The 2-0. That's way inside, almost hit Dunn, also almost got away from Ben Rice, and it's 3-0.
And that's, I was just about to say before that pitch, if the idea here is to pitch around him, that's why it's a little bit silly in my mind, because we've had those issues with Somerset tonight where they've almost thrown the ball away. They threw one all the way to the backstop. And that's what could happen if instead of just, if they're going to let you say put 4 down and put him on, then just put 4 down and put him on.
3 balls, no strikes to Dine. Lorenzo kicks and fires. That's upstairs, ball 4. Dunn works a walk. He's aboard for the 4th time tonight.
So again, the point in all of this is you're talking about the guy who is among the league leaders in walks, so he's not going to go chasing after a pitch. And it's pretty obvious what they're trying to do, which is to try to get him to chase a pitch with the reality of it that they don't really want to pitch to him. So with all of that said, why not just put him on base rather than risk the chance that something could go wrong?
So here's Jalen Ortiz. Bases are loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 6-5 Reading leads. First pitch. Swung on, fouled back, it's 0-1. Jalen Ortiz is 0 for 3 tonight. A trifecta of strikeouts. He does have 7 home runs on the year. He had 1 last night. Big spot in this game with Reading up by 1. 0-1. That's on the outside corner, it's 0-2. Very late call by home plate umpire Paul Romer.
Now Ortiz will call timeout. Not happy with the pitch.
0-2, Ethan Wilson awaits on deck. Somerset infield plays back to turn 2. And they have Jalen Ortiz in a no-ball, 2-strike call. Lorenzo's ready at the belt. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And Jalen Ortiz has struck out for the 4th time tonight. And that'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate with 2 outs.
Well, you do have a guy who's been on base all 3 times tonight, and maybe he can save the inning. Obviously, Baron Radcliffe has flipped the switch to the Phillies' favor, but this is a big spot where the Phillies had a golden opportunity to break this thing open. Maybe Ethan Wilson could keep it alive.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. This time for Ethan Wilson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. Wilson's 2 for 2 tonight, 2 doubles. He's reached 3 times. He's also scored a run. He awaits the 0-1. That's down low, 1-1. Ben Rice keeps it enough in front of him to keep the runners still.
Ben Rice will sleep well tonight. He may have some nightmares over the course of that sleep. But it has been a wild ride for the catcher for the Somerset Patriots tonight.
I think he might get a day off from at least catching tomorrow, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Even if he is in the lineup, he's probably a DH tomorrow.
Ball and a strike, 2 outs to Ethan Wilson. Here's the pitch. Just outside, 2-1.
It's a great take there by Ethan Wilson. Now he's got the count at least a little bit more in his favor at 2-1. He has put together 3 really solid at-bats so far in this game.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs to Wilson. Bases loaded. The pitch. Hits that one, shallow left. Coming in is Polensky. He is there, he's got it. And the inning is over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for tonight's first.
Reading gets just 1 on the Radcliffe home run. They had 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Reading up 6-5, we'll go to the 7th on the Phillies Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Top of the 7th, Reading leads 6-5, and the Phillies go to the bullpen for Keelan Kilgore, and here to tell you all about it, my broadcast partner, Bob McCool.
6-5 Phils after the solo home run by Baron Radcliffe in the 6th, and as Jake said, the left-hander Keelan Kilgore will take over for the Fightins here in the 7th. First batter he will face is the 9-hole hitter Eduardo Torrealba, up on the ball as if to bunt, and it looked like it hit his bat, and actually he pulled it back in time, so it's ball 1. Kilgore's 39th appearance on the season, a lefty 3-2 with a 4.89 earned run average. 1-0 pitch to him is there for a called strike. 42 and a third innings pitched. 52 strikeouts, 24 walks. He's also given up 9 home runs. 1 ball and 1 strike to Eduardo Torrealba, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Strikeout and a walk. Big swing there, and a fastball out of the strike zone. And Torrealba is now 1 ball and 2 strikes on the count. Top of the order, Jason Dominguez and then Ben Rice to follow for the Patriots here in the 7th. 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for Somerset. 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Phils to this point. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eduardo Torrealba. Way inside, it bounced up there as Kilgore overthrows the breaking ball. And Torrealba high-stepped it out of there, and the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Osterberg making his Baseball Town debut tonight, his 2nd appearance overall in a Reading uniform. Got the start, went 5 innings. Tommy McCollum pitched the 6th. And here is Kilgore in the 7th, and that's way inside again. And again, Torrealba finds himself dancing his way out of a pitch from Kilgore, and the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one fouled out of play as Torrealba stays alive. Series finale tomorrow, a 5:15 first pitch. Lefty Josh Hendrickson going for the Fightins. Right-hander Blaine Abeda going for the Patriots. Kids tomorrow receive a Bryson Stott bobblehead. 3-2 pitch. Lifted straight up in the air in the infield. Cody Roberts, the catcher, drifts into foul territory, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. In the air for an awful long time. And eventually Cody Roberts took control and takes the ball for out number 1. And as I said, that will flip the lineup around to the dangerous Jason Dominguez, who is 0 for 3 tonight. 9 for 24 in the series is Dominguez, including 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 8 RBIs. Switch hitter batting right-handed against Kilgore. And that pitch bounces up there again. Kilgore, the 26-year-old lefty, pitching from the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Way inside again. It's 2-0 with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Dominguez started and tried to stop, but it makes contact with it and fouls it out of play. Jason Dominguez, one of the top prospects in all of baseball, and certainly in the Yankees organization, still just 20 years of age and won't turn 21 until February of next year. Signed for big money by the Yankees in the international free agent draft in 2019. And there's a lot of people who are Yankees fans who are very anxious to follow along what Jason Dominguez is doing. He's been with Somerset all year long, as the Yankees have pushed him a little bit at the age of 20 to be playing at Double-A. Got 15 home runs now in the season and 65 RBIs. There's a swing and a miss as Kilgore comes with the slider that Dominguez swings over the top of for the strikeout. And that is out number 2 here in the 7th.
Catcher Ben Rice.
That'll bring up Ben Rice. This will be lefty on lefty in this matchup. Rice 1 for 3 on the night, singled his last time up. It was the last hit surrendered by Matt Osterberg, helped out by a double play back in the 5th inning to get him out of any further trouble. So Osterberg will not get the decision in this game. This lead holds up, it will be Tommy McCullum who will get the win with the home run by Radcliffe. Swing and a miss there by Ben Rice, and Kilgore quickly works ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 7th. This one bounces up there. Again, Kilgore overthrows the pitch. Jack Neely up and warming up in the Somerset bullpen. Likely see him in the 7th after Jesus Lorenzo gone the last inning and change for the Patriots. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, he overthrows it, bounces up there. A little bit of a disgusted look on the face of Keelan Kilgore, overthrowing a couple pitches and bouncing them up there. Two outs, nobody on here in the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Patriots in the 7th. They go 1, 2, 3. It's 7th inning stretch time here in Baseball Town. Reading 6, Somerset 5.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Swartz Culleton PC represents injury victims in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. If you've been injured, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning alongside Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool, the Reading Fightin' Phillies Radio Network, and watching us as well on MILB TV. Fightin' Phillies 6, Somerset Patriots 5. Marcus Lee Sang will lead it off for the Phillies, and it is still Jesus Lorenzo out there for Somerset. Jack Neely does continue to warm up in the Patriot bullpen. Sang swings to the first pitch and will serve it into left field. Just past Eduardo Torrealba, the third baseman, and into left field for a base hit. The Phils have their leadoff man on here in the 7th.
Lee Sang wastes no time. First pitch he sees, smacks it through the vacant hole on the other side, and Reading was unable to get insurance runs last inning, so this inning would be a good chance to do just that.
Marcus Lee Sang on base for the second time in this ballgame. That'll bring up Madison Stokes 1 for 3 on the night. Madison finally broke an offer in this series with a single back in the 3rd inning. It was an RBI single at that. Swings to the first pitch here and comes up empty. Healthy cut at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Jesus Lorenzo, signed by the Yankees from the Lancaster Barnstormers at the end of June. Now pitching for the Somerset Patriots. No balls and a strike. Takes a look back. Marcus Lee Sang takes off. Stokes swings and fouls it straight back. Marcus Lee Sang, to say he had that base stolen would be an underestimate. Lorenzo still had the ball in his hand, and Marcus Lee Sang was probably 20 feet down towards second base.
They've had something on all these Somerset pitchers. I'm sure the fact they're all like basketball player height probably helps.
Lorenzo's short. Lorenzo's short at 6'2" out of that pen. Most of them are 6'7", 6'6", and above. So it's 0-2 now to Madison Stokes. That's way outside for a ball. Marcus Lee Sang staying put there. Stokes chokes up on the bat. Marcus Lee Sang has to dive back in on the pickoff attempt. Dominic Pipkin up and loosening up in the Phil's bullpen. One-two pitch, fouled away again as Stokes stays alive at the plate. And Phils and Patriots will finish off this series tomorrow at 5:15.
Bryson Stott bobblehead giveaway.
Bryson Stott bobblehead giveaway. Second bobblehead giveaway of this series. This one's inside for Stokes. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Speaking of Bryson Stott and his teammates, they put a whooping on the Washington Nationals today. Final score of 12-3. Bryson Stott with a 3-run home run in that game. Helped break it open. With 8 runs, I think it was the 8th inning.
8-run 8th. Trey Turner had 2 home runs in the inning.
Right.
First time I saw this in the postgame show. First time a Philly has had 2 home runs in the same inning since 1985.
Von Hayes. I remember watching that game on TV against the New York Mets. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Madison Stokes. Hit him. That's number 4 on the night. That hit Madison Stokes right on the 3 in the middle of his back.
Yeah, and does not look happy. It's been now 4 hit by pitches tonight.
Yep. They've spread the wealth. 4 hit batters, and it's all been 4 different guys. Yeah, Von Hayes in that game against the Mets hit a solo home run as the leadoff hitter, and then later in that inning hit a grand slam. So he had 2 home runs and 5 RBIs by the end of the first inning.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say I do not remember watching that game.
I know you did, but I did. Baron Radcliffe, who's right now the difference maker in this ball game. He homered his last time up to lead off the 6th inning, 2 for 3 on the night. Now 2 on, nobody out here in the 7th. Alonso still out there, delivers the pitch, and outside for a ball. Jack Neely continues to loosen up in the bullpen for Somerset. As Radcliffe bats here, now on a 1-0 count. That one's in the dirt. Rice blocks it, but not before Marcus Lee Sang will move up. Stokes doesn't go, but Marcus Lee Sang takes 3rd, and that's big.
Stewart's night has been wild pitches. That's the 5th one by Somerset, and hit by pitches. They
Right.
have 4 tonight. Like, that has been a huge, kind of like underwritten story on this game.
But the weird part is that they only have 2 walks. So, I mean, they've been wild, but not in the walk category.
Well, hit by pitches are
right. That's
pretty
what
much
I'm
in
saying.
that
Right.
same category.
Correct. It's just more economical in your pitches. So it's 2 balls and no strikes now to Radcliffe. Barron's home run is 6th of the season. That one there for a called strike. It's 2-1.
See if maybe Al Patrique tries to force the hand of Ben Rice and maybe send Madison Stokes. Also try and take the double play out of order.
Stokes takes it. Radcliffe takes it. It's 3-1 now. Stokes staying put at first.
Maybe now 3-1 count. You're a little more inclined to do it.
Cody Roberts in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. 3 balls and 1 strike to Baron Radcliffe. Way inside, ball 4.
Almost hit Radcliffe, too.
Got to think that's the end of the night, and it is for Jesus Liranzo. Here comes Raul Dominguez, and he has already made the motion to the bullpen. The Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen when we come back on the Ready Fight Phil's Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
So as we said, going to break, it will be a pitching change. The Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. We'll bring in Jack Neely, one of those long, tall relievers we've been talking about for the Somerset Patriots. 6'8", 225-pound, 23-year-old right-hander will come in, and he will inherit quite a pickle. Bases are loaded, nobody out, and Cody Roberts, the batter, due up for the Fightins.
Jack Neely enters a bases-loaded jam. Just his 5th appearance with Somerset. 5 2/3. He'll have 3 earned runs and 5 hits.
Cody Roberts, 0 for 2 on the night. Also was hit by a pitch. One of 4 Fightins who were hit by a pitch, as we talked about. First pitch from Neely is over for a called strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. Phil's on top by a run and trying to give themselves some padding here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Back hopper to the mound. Neely will come home with it for one. Rice's relay is in time at first base. Just what the doctor ordered for the Patriots. Comebacker to the mound. It turns into a double play.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 double play that is. Now runners on second and third. Reading, bases loaded in back-to-back innings. Got to find a way to get something out of it and see if Nick Ward can do that.
So Stokes moves up to third. Radcliffe to second. At the top of the order, and Nick Ward, who singled his last time up at the plate now with 2 outs. Nearly taking a long look in at Ben Rice. Ward swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Nearly took the loss in Game 3 of this series, the lone win for the Phils. He gave up the home run to Max McDowell in the bottom of the half of the 8th inning. The Phils winning that one by a 6-5 game. 0-1 to Nick Ward. Fouls this one straight back, and he's now behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Great crowd on hand tonight, and they're going to hang around for fireworks to finish off what has been a fun night here at the ballpark. Phil's trying to add to the fun right now. Second and third, 2 outs, bottom half of the 7th inning. Ward slices one into left field for a base hit. Stokes will score. Radcliffe being waved around. Nick Ward with a big 2-run single, and the Phils do add to their lead. It's 8-5 Fightins.
Well, you're looking for somebody to come through with the bases loaded. How about the new kid, Nick Ward, a local product. 2-run single for him. He's been a great addition to this team on and off the field and produces another one right there.
His 6th and 7th RBI since the call up from Jersey Shore. But more importantly, a big 2-out hit there for the Fightins. It's 8-5 Reading as Carlos De La Cruz now bats. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. So 8 runs now on 10 hits for the Phils, 5 runs on 5 hits for Somerset. And Dominic Pipkin continuing to warm up in the Phils bullpen. Actually, he stopped throwing, but appears to be loose. Ward takes off, pitch is up high. The throw down to second rolls into center field. Ward gets up and he'll head to third base. The stolen base for Ward, and then another error that will allow him to move up to third base. The 3rd error of the night on the Patriots, the 2nd on Ben Rice.
Man, Nick Ward is trying to do it all by himself here.
He spun his wheels when he got back up,
yeah.
But he still was able to scamper to third. So he's now 90 feet away with a 1-ball and 1-strike count to De La Cruz. Late swing and a foul out of play. So De La Cruz now on a 1-ball and 2-strike count. So it makes that base hit by Nick Ward even better. That was a 2-strike count too. It's a great piece of hitting. So 1-2 now to De La Cruz. Way up high, ball 2. Nearly a San Antonio, Texas born, an Ohio State University college product, drafted by the Yankees out of Ohio State in 2021. This one hit hard down the third base line, but foul. Headed towards the Somerset bullpen, which is quiet for the time being. Nearly the 4th pitcher that Raul Dominguez has used to this point in the ball game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and De La Cruz goes down swinging. And that will retire the Phils in the 7th, but they put 2 more runs across. They do it on 2 hits, and they leave 1, and there was an error as well. We head to the 8th. The Phils lead now over the Patriots is 8-5.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
The Alvernia University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will bring in right-hander Dominic Pipkin to pitch for the Fightins. And he will face the heart of the order for the Somerset Patriots. Augustine Ramirez, Elijah Dunham, and Josh Breaux. 3, 4, and 5 for Somerset to bat here in the top of the 8th. And Ramirez swings at the first pitch from Pipkin and fouls it away. Ramirez 0 for 3 on the night. Strikeout, ground out, and grounded into a double play. 0-1 pitch from the right-hander Pipkin is low for a ball. Pipkin making his 13th appearance for the Fightins, 1-2 with a 4.26 earned run average. This one a high hopper, in between hop actually for Nick Ward, but he makes a nice backhanded stop, and his throw is right on the money at the first base bag for out number 1. Kind of an in-between hop for Ward. It was a big hop off the plate, but for him, till it got to him, it took another hop on the ground, and it was a short in-between hop, and he made a nice play backhanded. And then had time to make the throw across the diamond and did so nicely for out number 1. That'll bring Elijah Dunham to the plate. Dunham 1 for 3 with a solo home run back in the second inning. Patriots went back-to-back with home runs off of Matt Osterberg back in the second. Cleanup hitter Josh Breaux connecting for the second. This pitch from Pipkin bounces up there. Pipkin, 12 2/3 innings coming into tonight's game. 15 strikeouts, 6 walks. 1-0 pitch. Just misses low for a ball. It's 2-0. The left-handed hitting Elijah Dunham, who has 5 hits in this series with that home run he hit earlier tonight. This one to the left side, diving stop by Oliver Dunn, and he'll make the play at first for the out. Full extension on the dive by Oliver Dunn to his left, and he makes the play for out number 2. The Phil's flashing some leather in this one. And that will bring up Josh Breaux. Breaux on base twice in this game. As I mentioned, he homered back in the second. He also walked and scored in the fourth. Officially 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. He swings at the first pitch, lifts this one up in foul territory. Cody Roberts off with a mask, but he'll run out of room as it hits about 3 rows up. Dominic Pipkin on the disabled list for the in the Phillies organization until the middle of June before being activated and sent here to Reading. And he misses on the just outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Last year at Jersey Shore, Pipkin pitched in 30 games, 13 of them as a starter. 1-1 pitch. Breaux started, tried to stop, but could not as he took a full swing at it. So it's now 1-2. This one down the third base line, but foul. And so Breaux stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That foul ball is brought to you by American Barber and Beauty Academy.
Jesus Bastidas in the on-deck circle for the Patriots if Breaux can reach. But this pitch is on the outside corner for a called Steerike 3. Dominic Pipkin comes in and sets down the Patriots 1-2-3 in the 8th. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th when we come back. The Fightins looking for some insurance. They lead at 8-5.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit.
We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fightins 8, Patriots 5, and Oliver Dunn will lead it off for the Phils. Jack Neely still out there for Somerset. It'll be Dunn, Ortiz, and Wilson due up for the Phils here in the 8th. Somerset's won 3 of the 4 in this series. Oliver Dunn swings and fouls this one out of play. Phil's looking for a win here and then a chance to at least get a split if they can take the finale tomorrow. Again, 5:15 first pitch tomorrow here at the ballpark. Oliver Dunn on base all 4 times tonight, including a 2-run home run back into third. This one lifted up in the infield. Torrealba drifts into shallow left field. He'll make the catch, the third baseman, for out number 1 as Oliver Dunn is finally retired tonight.
Reading has Orion Kirkering up and throwing. Kirkering came in and got the save a couple of nights ago. Did walk 2, but gave up no runs as well on Thursday night in the save.
That'll bring up Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz 0 for 4 tonight with 4 strikeouts. First pitch to him from Jack Neely is up and in for a ball. This one fouled out of play. Straight back and over the roof on top of the grandstand. Great crowd on hand, and not a whole lot of them have left. Again, fireworks to finish off this night tonight. Of course, there's also going to be an auction for these jerseys the Fightin' Phils are wearing tonight. Go online and bid for the in that auction. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ortiz. This one popped up behind the plate. Rice off with the mask, and he'll make the catch in foul territory for out number 2 here in the 8th. So that'll bring up Ethan Wilson. Wilson on base 3 times tonight, including a couple of doubles, and also walked. Blew out the left field his last time up. So 2 for 3 with the run scored and an RBI. His 21st and 22nd doubles of the season. As the left-hander stands in. First pitch on the inside corner for a called strike 1. This one fouled straight back. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes now to Ethan Wilson. Wilson will now call time. Force Neely to slow down just a little bit. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Bounces it up there. It's 1-2. Neely, another one who started this season at High A Hudson Valley for Somerset. Pitched in 31 games at Hudson Valley. It's the High A affiliate. 5-3 with a 2.03 earned run average. It's 74 strikeouts in 48 2/3 innings. He struck out one so far in this. 2 outs here in the 8th. This one a slow roller on the left side. Third baseman Torriaba will cut off the shortstop Bastidas and make the throw across the diamond in time. And the Phils go 1-2-3 here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. We head to the 9th. It's winning time for the Phils. They need 3 outs. They lead by 3 runs.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phils fans, see an Our Phils road game, meet with an Our Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at ourphils.com or visit the Customers Bank ticket.
Everett University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. Will bring in Orion Kirkering for the Fightin' Phils. As Jake said, he got the save for the Phils in Game 3 of this series. It was eventful, no doubt about that, but as he walked 2 batters, but he ultimately got a strikeout to end the ballgame. And 2 strikeouts, 2 walks in that inning. He needs 3 outs here. He'll face Jesus Bastidas, Aaron Polensky, and Max Burt due up for Somerset here in the 9th. Wyomissing Restaurant and Bakery is pleased to offer 2 options for your dining pleasure. Menu with locally sourced delicious options and buffet meals for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner pleasure. Experience the best bakery in all of Berks County with homemade bakery items include made-from-scratch challah bread, danishes, and a variety of scrumptious cupcakes. And the first pitch from Kirkering, Jesus Bastidas will line into right field for a base hit. Just to finish the thought on Wyomissing Family Restaurant, dollars to donuts. There's no restaurant in the area that offers their variety of cakes, fruit pies, and cream pies. Wyomissing Restaurant and Bakery and owner Oz Chaudhry, proud 2023 Fightin' Phils team feed partner. So, 8-5 Phils on top. Leadoff base hit for Jesus Bastidas, his 2nd hit of the night. And now that'll bring up Aaron Polensky. Polensky 1 for 3 on the night. It was a 2-run triple back in the 4th inning. And first pitch from Orion Kirkering misses outside for a ball. Polensky drilled one off the Redner's Event Center in straightaway center field for that 2-run triple. This one ripped into left field. Back goes Radcliffe and turns and says goodbye. Aaron Polensky adds to his night with a 2-run home run. And how big were those insurance runs by the Phils in the 7th, as it's now an 8-7 ball game. Bastidas comes across to score ahead of the 2-run home run by Aaron Polensky. 4 RBIs now on the night for Polensky, his 8th home run of the season. And that will bring Max Burt to the plate in now a 1-run game at 8-7. Again, Nick Ward with that 2-run single in the 7th, and right now that's the difference on the scoreboard. In favor of the Fightins, nobody out here in the 9th as Max Burt bats. And the first pitch crossed up Cody Roberts, hit off his mitt, went all the way to the backstop. Kirkering comes with a slider. That's his best pitch and a beauty. Burt thinking he was going to get a 1-0 fastball. He got the slider, and it was there for a strike. Great pitch there for Kirkering. 1-1 pitch, right back to the slider, and that one catches the outside corner. Now he's got it 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one lifted into shallow right field. Oliver Dunn, the second baseman, backpedals. He'll make the catch for a big first out. And that can settle down Kirkering a little bit now with at least getting that first out. That'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Eduardo Torrealba. It also means that the Patriots will get Jason Dominguez to the plate at least one more time now with the 2 runs they've scored in this inning. Now 1 out. The first pitch to Torrealba is over for a called strike 1. And now time is called at the plate. Kirkering got himself locked in. He's ready to deal, and Torrealba calls time. Kirkering, 22-year-old right-hander, skyrocketing in the Phillies organization over the course of this season. 0-1 pitch. Tries to check, but it's over for a called strike 2. Starting to get that slider locked in. That's the calling card for Orion Kirkering. Fastball at 96 to 98 miles an hour and a nasty slider. 0-2 pitch. Bounces that one up there. It's 1-2. He also has a change. But it's the fastball and the slider that have got him to this point. His 3rd different pitching level of the season. Began the year at Clearwater, then to Jersey Shore, and here to Reading. Tried to check and went around. There's a strike 3, and that's 2 down. A healthy dose of sliders to Torrealba makes him out number 2 here in the 9th, and here we go. Rising prospect in the Phillies bullpen and a rising star in the Yankees organization in Jason Dominguez with 2 outs in a 1-run game at the top of the 9th inning. Dominguez 0 for 4 on the night. First pitch way inside, just got his back foot out of the way for ball 1. Dominguez batting left-handed now. Switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander, Kirkering. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Dominguez, 15 home runs on the year, 65 RBIs. Again, way inside with that slider. It's 2-1. Eight-7 ball game. Phil's on top, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Beats this one on the ground towards Oliver Dunn. The second baseman will make the play in time, and the Phils will hang on and get the W. More high drama in baseball town, but the Fightin' Phils win it for the 2nd time in this series. And they'll have the chance tomorrow in the series finale to try to come away with a split. Final score tonight, Reading 8, Somerset 7. We'll take a timeout. Back on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network with the postgame show right after this.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Another entertaining ball game tonight in Baseball Town, and the Reading Fightin' Phils come away with the victory. But it was not without a whole lot of drama. But the Phils end up taking the W tonight by a final score of 8-7. Reading got it started in the first inning, as Carlos De La Cruz, the two-hole hitter, was hit by a pitch. Then Oliver Dunn walked, and 1 out later, Ethan Wilson comes to the plate and doubles. That scored Carlos De La Cruz. And the Phils, on the heels of last night's one-sided loss, got themselves out on top in this one by a score of 1-0 instead, and at least feeling a little bit better about themselves at that point in time in the ballgame. And they had Matt Osterberg making his Baseball Town debut, his second start in a Reading uniform, going up against Matt Sauer, who is making his 9th start this season for the Somerset Patriots. And so the Phils are on top 1-0. However, that changed quickly in the top half of the second inning. Elijah Dunham led it off, the cleanup hitter for the Patriots, and he drove one out of here for a home run, his 8th of the season, and he was followed by Josh Breaux. The next hitter hit one out as well. Back-to-back home runs, Breaux's 7th home run of the year, and that quickly Somerset was on top by a score of 2-1. The Phils put this one in their favor in the third inning, and De La Cruz got this one started as well with a double. Oliver Dunn then with an opposite field 2-run home run, his 21st home run of the season. That ties him with De La Cruz for team high. And for Dunn, his 74th and 75th RBI of the season, which is a team leader. And so the Phils' lead then was back in their favor after the 2-run home run at 3-2, but the Phils were not done. 1 out later, Ethan Wilson got the inning restarted with a double. He moved up to third base on a wild pitch. Marcus Lee Sang then walked on that wild pitch, so it was first and third with 1 out, and Madison Stokes at the plate. Stokes lined a single to center field that brought home Ethan Wilson. Marcus Lee Sang got a great jump on it. He was headed to third, and the right fielder Elijah Dunham bobbled it, and Al Padrique kept pumping the arm around and bringing Marcus Lee Sang home as well. So Sang scores as well. It turned into a 4-run inning for the Phils, and they were back in charge at 5-2. However, that lead again did not hold up for long. This Somerset team has proven how good they are. They won the first half championship in the Northeast Division. They lead the Northeast Division as well here in the second half, and they have shown the Phils why in this series. They are a scrappy bunch, and they can hit for sure, and they came right back in it in the fourth inning after getting the first 2 outs. Matt Osterberg gives up a 2-out walk, followed by a Jesus Bastidas double, and then that was followed by Aaron Polensky driving one off the Redner's Event Center in center field for what turned into a 2-run triple. And then he came home on a pass ball, and with that we were tied as a result of that 3-run inning in the top half of the fourth inning for Somerset at 5 apiece. It stayed that way till the bottom of the 6th inning. Baron Radcliffe led it off for the Fightins, and the big left-hander drove one out the other way for his 6th home run of the season, and that put the Phils back up on top by a score of 6-5. Then came the crucial 7th inning. Marcus Lee Sang got the inning started with a single. Madison Stokes was then hit by a pitch. Baron Radcliffe then walked. The Patriots then went to the bullpen. They brought in the right-hander Jack Neely to take over for Jesus Lorenzo. And facing Cody Roberts, Neely got a one-hopper right back to him on the mound. He came home for the first out, and then the relay to first for the double play. And all of a sudden, the Phils' big inning was on life support with second and third now and 2 outs, the top of the order up, and Nick Ward, who was in an 0-2 hole, but with that 0-2 pitch, served into left field for a base hit that scored Stokes and Radcliffe. and made it an 8-5 game in favor of the Phils. And boy, were those 2 runs big when we got to the 9th, because, again, Somerset came right back with the bats in the 9th. Jesus Bastidas facing Orion Kirkering in to try to get his 2nd save of the season and of this series. Bastidas greeted him with a base hit to right field, and then Aaron Polensky drilled a 2-run home run to left field, and all of a sudden it was an 8-7 ball game. But Kirkering then got the next batter, Max Burke, to pop up in the infield at Oliver Dunn. He then struck out the 9-hole hitter and Eduardo Turrialba, and then the big showdown against Jason Dominguez. And he got the slow roller in the infield to Oliver Dunn, who took care of business and got the W for the Phils. A big win for Reading. And again, now the series goes to 3-2 in favor of the Somerset Patriots, with game 6 tomorrow here at FirstEnergy Stadium. As for tonight, great night. Started with the 25th anniversary Harley ride. Over 250 bikes were on display here before the game. Phil's playing in classic Harley-Davidson style uniforms, and those are going to be auctioned off. You go on the Reading Phil's website and bid on those jerseys. And a great crowd on hand as well tonight. 8,009. We topped the 8,000 barrier again this season, and 8,009 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. That attendance figure brought to you by PSECU, proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. Tommy McCullum gets the win in relief for the Fightins. He gets his first win here in Reading. He's 1-0. Jesus Lorenzo, who got a win earlier in this series, ends up taking the loss. He is now 2-1. And Orion Kirkering gets the adventurous save in that 9th inning. He gave up 2 runs, but it was a 3-run game, so it does qualify for a save for Kirkering, his 2nd since his promotion from Jersey Shore. So for Reading, 8 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and 9 left. The Phils played a really good game defensively tonight. Not so much for Somerset. They committed 3 errors in the game, 7 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors, and 3 left for the Patriots. Somerset goes to 24-20 now on the season, and Reading improves their record now to 21-23. Again, tomorrow, back here at the ballpark, 5:15 first pitch on a Sunday afternoon. Promises to be another beautiful day here in Baseball Town. Come on out. Kids receive a Bryson Stott bobblehead for the series finale tomorrow between the Phils and the Patriots. A matchup of left-hander Josh Hendrickson for Reading against right-hander Blaine Abeda for the Somerset Patriots. Again, 5:15 is first pitch here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Time of the game tonight, 2 hours and 48 minutes, and the home team comes away with the W. Thanks to Mike Myers from American Crane and Equipment Corporation for spending some time with us tonight, and their sponsorship for the fireworks that are about to get underway here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Great crowd on hand, sticking around for that here at the ballpark. So one more time, the final score, the Fightins take the W tonight, 8-7, and improve to 21-23 on the season. For my colleague in the broadcast booth, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. As always, thanks for listening here on the Reading Fightin' Phils radio network. Hope you'll do the same right back here tomorrow. 5:15 is first pitch. We'll be on the air with our pregame show at 5 o'clock. Hope you'll join us. Better yet, we'd love to see you here at the ballpark. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have yourselves a great evening.